All right, you guys, welcome to the Saturday night live stream, or now we've been calling it the after party. Yeah, I'm just gonna start us out with our awesome song. Welcome, everyone. Good to see y'all. Good to see y'all. All right, there it is. If I don't play this song, Chris would kill me. So. All right, welcome everyone. Welcome. Let me see, we got on here already. We got Brass Monkey, Valmar Cleaver, Shellback Bow, Blair, Freezer's here, Mark the Shark. All right, you guys, well, welcome. Yeah, thanks for jumping on, guys. It's Saturday night. Happy Saturday. So tonight we have so those of us, a lot of us were on Gamers Health with Tankar. He announced he's going to come on here for a couple minutes. We have a little quick announcement for North Texas. So those of you guys are at North Texas. So and so he's going to come on real quick, and then after we got a couple others joining on our Saturday hangout. So we're gonna have a fun time tonight. Talk some D&D, talk some gaming, and yeah, we're gonna have a good time tonight. So like I said, he's gonna come on in a couple minutes. He's probably wrapping up over there, and then I think we got Chris coming on tonight. We got a couple other folks too. So yeah, we're gonna have a good old time. Yeah, good to see you, Brass. Howdy, folks. He says, are any of you going to Gen Con? I am not. I've never been to Gen Con. And to be honest with you, I think it's probably a little too big for my taste now, but I kind of like the smaller cons. Can you guys all hear me okay? Shellback, whoa, good to see you, man. Yeah, happy belated birthday. And yeah, on the Discord channel, Chris made up a song for him. We were supposed to sing happy birthday to you on Thursday, and I think you were not here. We were gonna do that, but maybe we'll do it tonight. If you're gonna be around, we'll do it tonight. How's that? I think that'd be awesome. Brass feels like it's been a week. Hey, Drag, how you doing, man? Yeah, we Drag and I were hanging out earlier, talking about some Greyhawk stuff, and yeah, we're good stuff. Good to see you. So one thing, you guys, I did drop the final video for the DM masterclass that I did. Hope you guys, and it kind of just involves I made a little checklist for it's new DMs, and some of us too that have been doing it for a while. Just kind of a little checklist of what you do the first 30 minutes after you did your prep and you're ready to go, and how you deal with stuff like that. The second the last video is just really like getting beyond the jitters. I've heard from a lot of people, like I freak out, it's not going to be good enough and all that stuff. So in that video, I kind of just made a little checklist, and I want to hear your guys' feedback. It'll be around for people to check out. Hopefully new DMs will go and see what it's all about. And yeah, so if you get a chance, check it out. Oh, there he is again. I just saw you like 5 minutes ago.
I live
By the way, the mics you guys use, there was no crossover. Really good mics. You
All
guys seem
right, so I'll be bringing them to North Texas.
You know, I have something similar that clips onto the camera I bought, and it's you can have several of them, so you can interview and all that. It's probably around the same thing, but yeah, I find they work really well, man. Yeah, so that's cool, dude. Yeah, you had a mic dilemma this
Yes,
last week.
yes, if I want to be nice, I will say that I sounded like a, a deaf person underwater trying to.
Well, you sent me an audio of it. I
Yeah.
should play it. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, let me see. There was an audio file in here. Let me see if I can find it. God. Mark the Shark, good to see you, buddy. Advanced Fantasy Games is here. Matthew Sherman. Yep. Thank you guys for jumping on. Yeah, so I know you want to get back to the stuff you got going on at your, so you and I were gonna make a quick little announcement.
Yes.
For North Texas. Those of you guys will be in North Texas. You want to say it or do I want to say it?
All right, hold on. So that's why I was like, I don't look right, and I was like, oh,
You're coming out of a different camera.
yeah. I was like, I got the camera on the one side for when Rach is with me, but I need to put one in the middle when it's just me. So, all right, yeah. So, if you are going to be at North Texas, what night are we doing this? Friday?
So Friday night at 10:00 at the bar.
Because where else would gamers be but at a bar? Not at a gaming table. Bar. So, this is what we're going to do. Because of the generosity of our communities, we are each going to throw $100 into basically the pool. Now, I'm going to explain what that means. We are going to pay for $200 worth of beer. Okay, no top shelf liquor. Nobody's going to go up there and getting themselves and scotch on the rocks. Sorry, but they do generally do buckets of beer when we're there, and then we'll just start getting multiple buckets of beer.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a wine guy these days, but when I go to conventions, it's beer. And first $200 going to be on us. If you want to continue drinking, we're not going to stop. Excuse me. We're not going to stop people from tossing into the pool. That's great, but we want to spend time with the community. Angelo's, the taverns. There's such a
Joe will be there too.
Overlap. Yeah. So this and I'm sure. Listen, Joe the lawyer doesn't drink anymore, but I'm sure he'll sit with us and have a seltzer. He'll be the cheap date.
I love it. Yeah, it's just kind of we love people. Like I can I'll just say for myself, and I know this is true for Tavern, but the tavern is the community. We love the gaming community, and we all have that opportunity to be in the same building. And so I'm like, well, let's all get together. So just kind of our way to saying thanks. And if you're there, and come by 10:00 on Friday. That most games should be winding down by that time, and hopefully. We'll just hang out. So looking forward to it. So
Mark, by the way, Joe not drinking has nothing to do with AA. It has everything to do with weight loss. He's and creativity. He finds he's been more creative when he hasn't been partaking, and it's been helping with his weight loss. So God bless him.
Yeah,
I'll take the slower weight loss and a glass of wine every night.
I love it. You're a wine guy,
huh? Red wine. I like my red wine. I'll have a glass with my nighttime low carb snacks, my little crunchies and nuts. But I mean, it used to be I could sit down and I don't know, binge football, and before I know it, I'd be through a 6 pack. And when I was a beer drinker, somewhere around beer 4, maybe 5, it starts. No matter what the beer is, it starts to taste skunky. That's why
Yeah.
I have a shut off valve, which is great, but I also got congestive heart failure. I don't need all that fluid coming into me that just isn't needed. So I'll take the wine, or I'll take a nice shot. I always have my bottles of bourbon nearby if necessary.
I love
But
it.
you know,
Well, yeah. So, who's all? If you're in the chat right now, give us a shout out if you're going to be at North Texas. I know that Matthew Sherman is going to be there. A couple other people, but yeah, looking forward to just seeing everybody. And I hear you're packing on Monday. I'll be in a car driving to North Texas Monday morning at
oh
6.
God
So,
bless you. Yeah, and I'm gonna
yeah.
be. Tomorrow is more gardening. Tonight, another video has to get done. But then tomorrow, hopefully another 2 videos, another 1 or 2 on Monday. I'm probably gonna be good. Pack a bit on Monday, pack a bit on Tuesday. I have a 9:30 a.m. flight, so I probably got to get picked up on my Uber by like 7:15. So that's early for me because a lot of times I don't go to bed until 2:30. So I'm gonna have to go to bed at like a normal time, like a real human being or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I recorded all my stuff that's coming out next week too because I'm gone for the whole week, not just a couple days.
Well, yeah, well I'm gone Wednesday through Monday, and then
Yep,
Thursday I head probably after my doctor's appointment Thursday I head back out
and
to
then
go
you're
to
going to CNY.
CNY.
Yeah,
So yeah, I got a limited time frame to work
yeah,
with.
and another kind of little tidbit too. So I know that I'll be live streaming from, and I've scheduled them already from North Texas Thursday night. You're doing a live stream on the pre-con Get It On Wednesday night, your
Mhm.
normal talking crit, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then Saturday, I'm also doing the normal hangout that we do. But you're not doing Gamers Health on Saturday, right? But
Yeah, no,
so
probably not.
yeah. And then yeah, and so you might also see us doing some type of we don't know. We haven't really
We
totally.
don't, it's going to be flexible, but my long forms are all going to be uh, ready to go. Saturday's video, since I'm not going to be doing probably a live stream, it's not scheduled. We'll see. Maybe a little bit of man on the street captures of
Yep. Yep.
you know, hey, here we are. Maybe
Here,
maybe
hold this
using
mic and talk.
yeah
You're live.
yeah. I may use my phone. I may use my DJI.
Yeah.
But we'll be there. And here I'm gonna tell you flat out. If you see Angelo, you see me. If we're not in a game, talk to us. Introduce
Yeah.
yourself. Honestly, we want to get faces.
Yeah.
Joseph, type 2 diabetic. Alcohol is my only vice. Run my ass off 40 hours a week. Walk about on weekends when I don't have overtime. Lean and crazy. God bless you. I'm a type 2. I'm on Mounjaro. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I made a deal with my cardiologist. It's like, this is after my heart failure. It's like, dude, when can I like have a drink again? He's like, well, beer is probably not the best choice for you, but a glass or 2 of wine at night with dinner, you're fine. I'm like,
Yeah.
I could deal with it.
Well, my grandparents would, and they're Italian, so every night they had a glass of wine or a beer and split it, and
Mhm.
that's and they lived pretty long. Yeah, they were. My grandpa's life was cut short, but from something not even related to health. But yeah, that's the secret. And Advanced Fantasy Games said he talked to somebody 103. That's what's the secret. He says, small glass every night, red wine.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
All right. Well, hey,
Angelo,
Tankar.
thank you for having me. I will see you online like we always do. And I'll catch everybody else either in the long form videos or on the Discord or North Texas.
Yeah. Take care, man. And
right.
see
Remember,
you soon. All
Friday
right.
night, folks. If you're at North Texas, Friday night. Where else can you get free beer?
At 10 o'clock, you guys, Friday, North Texas at the bar. You can't miss it.
Yes,
We'll all
can't
be
miss
there.
it. All right, folks. God bless.
All right. Yep. So that was the big announcement. We just and I have a feeling we're probably going to do this every con that has a bar. I mean, North Texas is probably the best con to do it at because there's the lobby, the bar's right there. Everybody goes there after hours. Yeah, super cool. Wow, a bunch of people jumped in here. I want to say shout out to Mr. Rourke. Yeah, you're here. Thanks for coming in. Dan, the final arbiter, is here. The man. Chris Carlson Webb is here too. All right, dude. Robert says hello, everyone. Yeah, good to see you, dude. And thank you guys for all being here. Yeah, we got a couple other heads coming in a little bit here. Also have a guest that I am very I haven't had him on for a while, and it's because, and you guys will find out, but we'll be having one of our buddies come on too from far away, and looking forward to sitting and talking with him. Roberts, yes, hello, DM Angelo, thank you. Hello, Roberts. Mark the Shark gives the hydrate. The Pale Emperor, good to see you. Jimison, evening all. Advanced Fantasy Games later, Eric. Yeah, so I got to go to a graduation tomorrow morning, and tomorrow morning, tomorrow morning, and then I'm leaving early Monday morning at the crack of dawn to try to get all the way to Colorado, and I'll stay the night at Colorado Springs, and then I'll get to Texas the next day, and I have an aunt and uncle that I'm going to be staying with, and hopefully we're going to hang out, and my cousin's out there. He's part of the fire department over there. He's probably going to show me the department over there, and then hopefully we'll go do some fishing or shooting or something fun. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then I'll see you guys on Wednesday. I check in Wednesday and set up, and I packed. Here, I'll even pan over here. I used to have that big old city on this table, and it is gone. It's all packed and ready to get in the car. That was a production. Yeah. Yeah. The Pale Emperor says cheers with many glasses. Yep. Yeah. So if you are going to be at North Texas, what Tenkar was just saying, where we kind of decided, hey, let's get together with, everybody, all the folks, that are, part of this community. So we're gonna buy some until the money runs out. We're gonna treat everybody for some drinks and some beer. I think his idea is to buy the buckets, because they do like buckets of beer, which, that's cool. So come by and hang out, and we'll have a fun time. So that's Friday night at 10. Yeah. So how's everybody doing? Joseph, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Any gaming going on this weekend, you guys? Anybody? Joseph says, I wish you cats were at cons near me. I wasn't too poor and tried to travel to cons. Yeah. It's a money suck, man. Whew. Man. Blazing saddles. Yep. And let me see. Yeah, so I had to get all the buildings kind of get them all kind of packed and wrapped up and ready to go. And I got this big tote that I put them in. They all fit, which I was pretty impressed. And a little more stuff in boxes on the outside. But yeah, I'll be driving down there, looking forward to getting over there. John D retired. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. All right, we're gonna have some people trickling in here. Say yes. The one and only DM Greg is here. What's going on, man? How are you?
I am doing well. You actually
I got
me inspired today. I thought it would be I thought this might turn into an all-nighter, so you get me in my pajamas.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm wearing pants.
Well, I don't know if I am or not, but I'm not going to tell you. I didn't know pants were required. What's up with that?
The Pale Emperor says he played some white box Halls of Arden Vul today. We survived, so that's good. Awesome, dude. Yeah. Chris says bought my kids 8 kobold miniatures. Awesome.
Nice.
Awesome. What brand?
Reaper?
Or
yeah, Reaper's got decent kobolds.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're small enough, and they're. I mean, for 28 mil, yeah, they're decent.
Dreg says that you inspire him.
You inspire him?
No, he says Advanced Fantasy Game. You inspire me.
Oh, isn't that nice? You know, that is sweet. Now, who is that? Dreg. Oh shit, Dreg knows all. Hey, if he knows all and I inspire him, I'm not questioning that. Thanks, Dreg. I appreciate it, man.
So Joe, you're in Fort Wayne, Northeast Indiana. Yeah, I don't even know what cons are out. What cons are in your area? He asked the question about cons in his area.
Indiana, they had Dragon Con earlier this month. Which,
okay.
Yeah, which I heard was not so bad. That's more. I think it's not Castles and Crusades. It's that other system. It's that other system. It's
Dreg will tell us.
He will. He knows all.
Is where all the Goodman Games events are,
There
and the
you go.
original OD&D Con, Winter Fantasy. Yeah, so Goodman Games.
Right. No, it's my buddy went to it. He said it was decent. I mean, if it's a whole different system, it's not AD&D or anything. But Indiana's got Gen Con. That's coming up, right?
That's true.
Which is one of those smaller cons, right?
Yeah, that's a small one. Joseph, are you going to Gen Con? Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think of that. That's I mean, it's kind of centrally located over in that area,
right.
Neck of the woods.
Right.
So what's been yeah, he's saying DCC ?
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Goodman
Dungeon
Games.
Crawl Classics. That's right. Goodman.
Yeah, Goodman Games.
Right.
Yeah, I was just going through my shelf back here, and I got the core book over down there. I don't see
any buildings on that table.
Yeah, it's all
packed
gone.
Up, ready to go.
It's all packed up and ready to go, dude.
That's a task in and of itself.
Yeah, it's all packed up and ready to go. I put it off for so many weeks, and I'm like, God, I don't like packing. So, and I still gotta pack to get ready to. I leave Monday morning, so I still got to get all my clothes and stuff and things.
Dude, it's gonna be a blast. I met you this year, and this would have been a great year to go, but next year it's on the list.
Quitter.
I know, right? No,
Yeah.
I'm a starter. I'm just starting up the engines right now.
Yeah.
But we will get together at EdCon. Maybe maybe we'll do something crazy for EdCon.
So what's new? You've been writing more for your next mod?
Actually,
I know you're doing some rewrites and adjusting.
Since we just chatted the other day, I just had the artist send me my last 2 pieces of artwork today. So all
Can
the
you
art
share 'em?
is they are on. I don't know. I don't even know how to use this system.
Okay, you don't have hard copies. It's digital.
It is
Scan?
digital. That is
Yeah,
correct.
scan.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
hold them up in front of me. Yeah,
Oh
but
man, next time print them out and show us.
okay, we'll do. Yeah,
Show us
but
a little sneak peek of what they got going on. Yeah.
well, he did the nice thing is he did the back outside full color cover. And remember the last one on the other module, which was the party leaving the dungeon, kind of like that page 142-ish in the PHP. So we have the same theme this time as they're leaving, but it's a cave. And
Yeah.
you're overlooking the mountains. It's totally cool. I'll print it out. I'll have it ready to go, but it looks great.
Let's do this.
Super happy. Hey, hello.
Whoa. Osmodeus Alward C61 or I want to, so that's a great question, dude. And I would love to answer that. Let me ask you this. Okay. So
a long answer.
Yeah, I'll answer this and I'll answer it in very simple terms because I do not like overcomplicating stuff. So how do you write a good campaign? Well, how do you eat an elephant? Right?
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. So what I suggest you do in writing a campaign, God, look at my hair. Look at that. That's awesome. Look at that.
Squirrel.
Yeah. So what I suggest you do is start out small. I actually just did a series of videos on this, and I think this is perfect for you. So look at the DM Masterclass videos that I have in there, and I talk about starting small. And the reason why I talk about starting small is because I feel if you try to write everything at once, you get. I've seen a lot of people get overloaded and quit. Okay. So start with an idea, then start with a hex. And in that hex, create a starting point for your players. And then do a hole in the ground, right? A destination that a rumor will bring them to, right? Very, very small. And that will develop into a campaign. You don't have to write this big giant world that, it's easy for me to say because I play in Greyhawk, right? So in Greyhawk is kind of the gods are all there and, there's some politics going off in faraway lands, right? But that doesn't mean anything, right? All you really need to do is start small. Start with a place that they start out in. And then put some rumors in there. Let them find this hole in the ground. That's your first dungeon. And then from there, let the players tell the story. Let them kind of bring it all up. Watch that series, and I think that'll help you out a little bit on starting a campaign. And I know that a lot of people here in the audience will answer and help you out too. But yeah, it's a really good place to come and ask that question. So I hope that helps a little bit. And I know you'll have an answer too on this, but I do want to go to the comments real quick and say, we got some people jumped in. Agile Monk is here. Good to see you, buddy. And we should bring up your Kickstarter and see where you're at with that. So we'll do that 100%. In a second, Agile. Okay. Erudites DM. I hope I pronounced that right. I see you everywhere, and I've never really. I'm horrible at pronouncing. So good to see you, dude. She says, "Evening, everyone. Evening." Yo, Danny the Manny. I like it. Here's a great answer from Valimar. Start with a small settlement, with a small dungeon, a few miles away. Exactly what I was saying. Look at B2, Keep on the Borderlands, or
Right.
my favorite, T1, Village of Hommlet. These are great sandbox examples of a town and a hole in the ground. Start there, let it develop into something bigger. You don't have to map everything out. I think So
there's another T1. There's another T1.
Yeah. Let me get this. Yeah. There's another T1. There you go. Yeah. I knew it. Shameless plug. I love it.
Shameless. Man. I have no shame.
Yeah. Thank you, Root. Yes. Shellback says you heard it here, folks. DM Angelo says World of Greyhawk means nothing to him. What? How dare you say something like that?
That's the birthday boy.
Yeah, we're gonna sing happy birthday to him tonight. Attitude for a campaign is more important than planning the campaign. Yeah. Be relentless, be kind, show the world, let the players desire things, give them some of it, and explore the world. Yeah, your job is to have just guide your characters into reacting to a real world, right? But that real world doesn't have to know. You don't need to know exactly where every little stone is. You don't need to know, what, how the grass grows this time of year. You know what I mean? You don't need to get super. Look, if you want to, do it. But my suggestion, especially because of the question you're asking, I suggest start very small. So, anyways. Joseph, see you later, dude. He says, gotta go. Keep rolling. We will, man. Always rolling. Thanks for jumping on, dude. Agile says, either I ate my dog's food or my dogs ate the food I had, because I am now thinking that the reason I have been so sick today is from last night's dinner, coupled with exhaustion.
That'll do it.
Yes.
Dehydration. Drink a lot of water.
Yes. I want to bring up his. So, what's your answer to that, by the way?
My answer, well, it definitely is like you had mentioned. You want to keep it simple from the beginning, but there's a lot of questions I have more than answers. Right? One would be, are you a new DM or are you an existing DM? But I would assume more on the newer side, right? That's why.
Yeah. Osmo, please tell us, so maybe we can help a little better. So,
have you DM'd before? If so, how many times? And then also, what is your game system, right? Is it AD&D? Is it DCC? Is it OD&D? Is it the Essentials? What's the game system? Because the game system presents you with core material. So if you're a Greyhawk fan, like, almost everyone, I believe, why not? If you're a Greyhawk fan, you've got so much material. And then you've got other source material as well, right? From Judges Guild, you can pull it from other groups as well that have written compatible OSRIC-based modules. You've got so much source material. So, but keep it small. Start with, and if you're just going to start off as a DM, I would say pick an adventure. Have your session 0, though, right? Start them off at first level. Have a session 0. That way, everyone sets the rules, the tone, the expectations. And Angelo covered all of this in his 10-step to being the greatest DM ever.
Yeah. Check it out, please.
No, that's my advice.
We got somebody in the green room right now. We got somebody in the green room.
This could go off the rails quick.
Is a highly anticipated guest on the DM and Friends. Look at this guy's muscle.
Oh, guns!
Look at this guy.
That's right. The gun show is here. Raw. Gentlemen, looking pretty swole over there, Greg. I like that. You got a nice talk business going on. Yeah.
How are you, dude?
Doing good, man. How about y'all?
Good. And you are live from the other side of the world, almost. I think, if you really want to get technical with it.
Yeah, we got a typhoon on the way. Should probably hit Monday, maybe, over in Okinawa, Japan. Yeah.
You're in Okinawa right now, right?
That's it. Yep. That's the spot.
There's no delay either. You're how many hundreds of miles away?
Thousands.
Oh, it looks a little windy over there. Yeah.
And if that palm tree wasn't in the way, I'd stand up and show you the East China Sea, because that's where it is. It's right there.
Nice.
When me and the wife, we went to one of the many castle ruins around here. When we got to the top of it, if we look this way, we saw the East China Sea. When we looked that way, we saw the Pacific.
Yeah.
The
Nice.
island's no more than 17 miles wide, I think, at the widest point possible, and there's like a million people on it.
So you're getting ready for the beach, Stephen. That's how beach goers answer the question.
Yeah.
What time is it? Oh,
well, you've been posting a little bit about kind of your arrival there, and you and your wife been walking around exploring. And I think I'm okay to say this, but you guys are getting ready to secure a place pretty close to the beach, right?
Yeah, it's a 15-minute walk to Sunabe Beach, and this big old seawall that it's just a gorgeous view alongside. And so yeah, it looks like a beach community, but there's all kinds of schools, all kinds of kids and families running around. There's good food, lots of dogs, and we were weighing this house versus another house, and the wife was wrestling with it. We got up on the seawall and we were walking back towards the car. This fat corgi came walking up, and we're big corgi people, so with the appearance of Big Chongus in that neighborhood. This neighborhood is Big Chongus approved, therefore we should go with this one.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a sign.
Plus, it's got enough room to where if you two and everybody in the chat come over, we would be able to have an Okinawa-con in my house. And just saying, the badges are free. Getting here is a little bit of a hassle, but
God, I wonder what kind of a flight that'd be from Montana. I'd go to Salt Lake first. I wonder if there'd be any nonstops from Salt Lake to Japan.
Why don't we just take that fishing boat you got?
I love it.
That's right.
Real quick, I want to give a shout out to Agile Monk. He put in a super chat, kind of an answer to the question. And I want to ask you about this question because you're a awesome DM. So he says, I don't want to talk about me, but I want to share this. I have an entire chapter appendix in the Exandria book that covers Agile Monk's hierarchy of things in my chutes and ladder system. So he's answering that into the question that we had tonight about starting a campaign. So yeah, the Kickstarter that's going on right now that Agile has is a huge reference for DMs to populate their campaign in their world. So, or use the world they got in there, or the pieces of it, or you know how we are. We pick and choose and pull things. So anyway, so thank you so much, Agile. And yeah, I want to bring up your stuff here really soon. We'll do that. But I want to hear from Steven about how are you doing, dude? Like,
great to see you, man. Great to see you.
Yeah,
it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Greg is a regular. This is good. Yeah, he's a good regular to have.
I'm irregular. I'm irregular. Did you say?
I guess a regular could be construed as similar to irregular, but it's good to see you guys having a good time. And yes, the very large seawall there, Agile. So you've seen the seawall before, I take it, because I know you've been around. Agile.
Yeah, I imagine he's been over there.
Yeah. But so one of the first things that we did when we got here, me and the wife, was meet up with a couple of local gamers, and actually in about 40 minutes I'm gonna head out to have lunch with another one that I haven't met before. And so one of them is Alex Hobson, who is the creator of the Nebulith setting for Lamentations of the Flame Princess. And if I know Lamentations gets a reputation, very well deserved and intentional sometimes, but I think this one is more on the more socially acceptable side of things. Now, still dark, still fantasy, but it's basically a dark fantasy version of Okinawa made into a setting for Lamentations, and it's a beautiful book. And I know Tim Kask spoke very highly of it, and he used to play with their group online. Tim Kask did about once a month or once a quarter, something like that, but regularly enough to where they got to be bros. And the other guy was Robert Duckworth, who I think had set up the Tim Kask thing. And he's kind of Matt Sherman, see you over there. And yeah, hi to everybody in the chat, by the way. And he's Robert Duckworth's kind of the social maven of the D&D groups around here. He knows everybody and can hook up with everybody. He runs
Nice.
new sessions for folks. There's this coffee shop called Zhivago Coffee that I think once a month they rent out a room in an evening and play. I think they're on Shadow Dark right now. But the guy this afternoon I'm going to go see, another Robert. He actually just started a Rollmaster campaign. That's
Okay.
every
Whoa.
Saturday. So I might actually get to play Rollmaster for the first time and not just look at it on my shelf. I don't know what to do with myself.
Dude, that's
Besides-
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever played any of that Rollmaster stuff?
No,
You said you
not
haven't.
once.
You haven't.
I've had the
you
books,
shouldn't.
but I didn't mess with them because nobody else wanted to play them, and they were a
Right.
little complicated. But yeah, just within the past year, I sold off my Rollmaster MERP book, Middle Earth role playing game, because I was never going to play it. Nobody else was going to play it, and then I move here, and then I might just be playing it. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've said this a couple times on the show. MERP is probably one of my favorite. It's in my top 5.
Hmm.
Just because I like how it captured the feel of Middle Earth. It really kind of does. And that crunchy, once you learn how to do all the math and all the weird stuff in MERP, the combat system especially, and just navigating the character sheet and what everything means. It's a great system. I think it is. Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. I think you'll enjoy it. That's pretty cool. Yeah, play all the different stuff. That's pretty cool.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and I made sure to bring some plenty of games with me. I brought my Desert Island book, the D&D Rule Cyclopedia. So if we ever need to run a game of any complexity or scale, I got the one book that can handle it all.
Yeah.
And they brought my basic or my rule book for Lamentations with me. Brought On Guard, and while I've been going to the gym, I was listening to the most recent This Old Dungeon podcast from Luau Liu and Bill Barsh, and Edwin Nagy's normally in it. He's not in this one, but Jason Elliott of the Top Secret game these days, he was on it, and he was telling Luau Liu about how he's got this new game he's working on, and he needs to show it to somebody because it's almost exactly where he wants it, but it's missing a certain something. And Luau Liu asked him, "So what's it like?" And he said, "Well, it's really inspired by On Guard." And then both Bill and Lou jumped on. It was like, "Have you talked to Stephen Clements, because he's all about the On Guard and customizing the rule sets and making different settings and this and that." So that's neat. I'm still getting love even from across the world. So I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What time exactly is it? Is it 10 in the morning?
It is 10:43 a.m.
Got
That
it.
is
Okay, so
correct.
that's okay. I see. All right.
Yeah.
Stephen, how long have you been in Okinawa? Is it 2 weeks now, or is it 3 weeks?
Just I think like 2.5. I got here. I think we're just shy of 2. Just shy of 2. Because
Okay.
we were supposed to get in at a decent hour at like 6 p.m. on a Tuesday night after leaving on a Monday morning, and Dallas Fort Worth Airport screwed up, wasted about an hour, which caused us to miss our connections. And so then we got in at midnight. I guess that Wednesday morning or that Tuesday night, depends on how you want to look at it.
You've
So
been
what
busy,
should have
man.
been like a 22-hour flight turned into like a 30-something hour flight. It wasn't
That's
good.
rough.
Wow.
Yeah, but
But
you're
it's
there and
beautiful.
you're dude, you're making connections. Facebook
Yeah.
alone, it's like a fairy tale going on. That's awesome. Happy for you.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it. And it looks like the closest direct flight to Tokyo from you there, Angelo, is Denver. Denver or
Okay, so
Seattle.
that would be
No.
that would be United then. And
Seattle looks like it'd be closer to you.
okay. I wonder if yeah. So the city I live in, Helena, it's got 3 flights out every day. 3 flights. One to Seattle, one to Salt Lake City, and one to Denver. Yeah. but it's the best airport, dude, ever. I mean, you just walk up and it's, you know what I mean? Because I used to live by LAX, so that was, you know, you go to that nightmare, and yeah, it's such a breath of fresh air. I don't mind that. Yeah,
Is
that's
it
cool,
nice?
dude.
That's cool.
Yeah.
See, we got
So
some
Denver
chat
and
about.
Seattle. Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
See, we got some
Yeah, so
chat
we're
about
getting a lot of
Rollmasters going
Rollmaster
on.
questions here.
Yeah.
So Rollmaster, yeah, it was ICE created by Arms Law, which used. Yep. We did too. Like back in the day, we adapted like the crit tables. I pulled in the crit tables from Rollmaster once, and that just made it horribly crazy. But I don't do that anymore. But yeah, MERP was I think MERP technically is ICE, right? And it uses the Rollmaster engine rule set, etc. But yeah, MERP is the kind of a different version of it, ish, something like that. But yeah, well, good to have you on here, dude. And
Just
so
a couple other things to just tie a bow on the Japan experience so far is that the place is beautiful, jungles, um, everywhere, and sea and ridges and plains and castles and shrines, all that stuff. It's clean. The people are friendly. We went to this petting zoo yesterday or day before where you could just walk into the pen, and as long as you were gentle, you could pet whatever was in there. They didn't want you trying to pet the spider monkeys because the spider monkeys are going to bite you. But I got a massage a capybara until it farted all over itself. And I always
Wow.
want to
Sounds
pet
like
a
us.
capybara, and apparently I'm really good at petting a capybara. Um, and there's all kinds of nice things here and things you get to do that in a lower trust society you just wouldn't get to be able to do it. You just wouldn't do it. But
Right.
it turns out you can have nice things, and things can be inexpensive so long as the people running things aren't out to get everybody,
Right.
and to take every last drop of blood out of them. It's pretty amazing. It's awesome.
yeah,
And yeah, so it's beautiful. It's actually pretty easy to get around, but you're going to drive like 10 miles an hour. That's as fast as you're going to go. So we got what's called a K car. I think it's only like a 3-cylinder engine. So it's a glorified lawnmower, but it sips gas. Having a
Nice.
full powered vehicle here is just not worth it. The highest you're legally ever able to go is like 50
wow.
anywhere, and that's on the expressway where you have to pay money to be there. But food's good, it's really nice. Looking forward to the additional time we got here. We'll be here for a few years, and my boss is super cool, so we
That's
got that
awesome,
going.
dude. I'm glad. I know you were a little kind of when you were picking where you were gonna. That's a
Yeah,
big part. You want to be able to get along with your boss and kind of jive with them. Like, I'm lucky. I have a boss I've been with and we went from company to company together, and so that's a huge thing, man. That's awesome.
yeah.
Man, a lot of chat, a lot of talk about stuff in here.
Hackmaster.
So question for you.
Yeah.
I want to get to a question that we had, and that was we had a question from somebody that I think was newish to being a DM. Just by the question, I'm just assuming. I could be totally wrong. And it was, how do you? What was it exactly? It was.
How do you begin a campaign? How do you
How do you
start
begin a campaign? I want to give you a minute to think about that, and I want to ask you. But I do, before we do that, I want to kind of give a shout out to before I get too super sidetracked. I want to give a shout out to Agile's active Kickstarter right now. This is the QR code. I hope a lot of you guys have already checked it out, backed it, and considered backing it. But I do also want to bring up a little. There we go. Okay. So yeah. So you guys are 10 grand away from funding this. Congrats on that, Agile. You got 25 days left.
Wow.
But yeah, this is the Wondrous and Dangerous Consortium's Zendria World / lore book. So we've been talking about this, quite some time. This is a 2-year project. I think, Agile, you've been going, kind of kicking this around for the past 2 years, and now it is live. So, yeah, very cool. So you guys, let's definitely, Agile's one of our dudes here. So
give him some love.
Let's give him some love. Scan this QR code, go over there, check it out. At the bare minimum, go check it out. And I backed it. I'm excited. So
I backed it.
A lot of us are anxiously waiting because we've gotten some tidbits, we've gotten sneak peeks, and it looks super awesome. So just wanted to put that out there, you guys. And yeah, if you're watching right now, 2.5 years. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
That's a commitment.
Yeah. Why not? He's put his heart and soul into this. So
right.
If you are a backer, and I'm going to start off I'm going to say, I am a backer. All right. Put it in the chat, guys. I love to, Robert says I'm in. So I imagine that means that he's a backer too. But yeah, let's show one of our good friends to the OSR community, Agile Monk. Let's show him some love, you guys. So, and I'll bring this up a couple more times for the rewatchers of this stream. So yeah. So anyways, we love you, Agile, and you're almost there to funding. So better be funded, because I want this book. Or I want these books. How's that? So let's get him over the hump. 25 days left too. So
yeah, that's a lot of money in a short amount of time already. Right. And he's got so much more time to get it too. Wow.
Yeah, so it was this Tuesday, right? Was it this Tuesday? Yeah, because it's Saturday. So it'd have been, this Tuesday when it was launched. So yeah, super cool. You're doing good, man. You're doing good. Wow, I got some new people in here. Graybeard 1357 talking about Hackmaster. Knights of the Dinner Table rocks. Yep. Is Hackmaster the game where you can die in character creation?
I know Traveler you can.
Right, I know that too. Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Hackmaster did it too, because Hackmaster, it's a great read. I've never played it, but just reading the rule book was enjoyable because it's hysterical.
I played a game of Hackmaster in Gary Con. It was a while ago. Yeah, very, very cool system. So yeah, here we go. So here we go. So I started out, I am a backer. That was me. Battlemark Cleaver says I backed it for both hardbacks and first day. Yep. That's awesome.
Valmir.
By the way, it's even easier now to get the sample of the consortium book, which is 30-page sample. Yeah, you can get that from the Kickstarter page, guys. Mark the Shark, I am a backer. Yes. Chris Carlton Webb, I am a backer. Robert Santon 2918, I backed it. Good. Shellback, I am a backer. And then Valmar says, I am Spartacus. I mean backer.
Spartacus.
Awesome. Good for you, Valmar. Techno Babel 2026. What's up, man? Good to see you here. Thank you for jumping on. Robert, you are right. He promotes a hobby we all love. Yes. Glad that these books are becoming available just when I'm getting deeper into factions. Yeah, it's going to be the whole faction section is really interesting. So good job on that, Agile, for sure. Valmar Cleaver says, hi, Steven. And then that goes right into the question I had for you.
Yeah.
What is that question? You need to repeat it because I forgot.
How do you start off a campaign? How do you start off
Yeah, how do you
like a
build one? How do
D&D
you
game or
build a
something?
long-standing?
Oh,
How do you build
we
one?
got somebody in the green room.
Uh-oh.
Should we listen to your answer first, or let the
crowd
fine
decide.
gentleman in the green room come in?
Let the community decide.
Okay,
Yeah,
what
what
do
do
you
you
guys want
people
to do? You want me
say?
to let
What
the
do you
guests
people
in the green
say?
room in before you hear Stephen Clements give his words of wisdom about starting a campaign, or should we, or the other way around? Should we let him in or not?
Or the
You
other
guys
way
tell
around.
me in the
Yeah,
comments.
because he might have been late getting a soda or something because that
Yeah,
was more
something like
important than
that.
us. I don't know.
All
I mean,
right,
I was finishing up church
first person
service.
to put an answer in, yes or no.
Oh,
Bring on
Bring-
Chris Clark. All right, yes, Greg.
No!
Bring
no,
in
it's
Chris
him.
Clark.
Oh.
But he's not Chris Clark, you guys.
I'm a
This is
backer.
this is Terry. Yeah, this is Terry Orr, the carefree cleric.
I see that.
Mhm.
What's
What
up,
the
Chris? How you doing,
hell?
buddy?
I'm not in Japan, but other than that, I'm good. You know,
Well, Shellback Bo is, so there's at least two people in this hangout that are in Japan. So
Is
we got that
Shellback is
going.
Shellback Bow really in Japan?
I'm tracking he's on the mainland, but
Wow.
yeah, showing
Well,
up.
Dude, that's awesome.
overwhelming comments of letting Chris in. Awesome. I love it.
Let
I love
Chris
it.
in.
Ian
Let
Draggy
Chris
says,
in.
"Don't leave him in jail." Look at that.
So it doesn't
Don't
matter what we
leave him
think. It doesn't
in
matter what we
jail.
think, Angelo, right?
Bring him in and tell him to be politely quiet while Stephen shares his answer. All right, go ahead, and then Chris can chime in and give his words of wisdom. Go ahead.
Good to see you there, Chris. And let's see. So, how do you start a campaign? How do you build a
How do
campaign?
you create one? Yeah.
How do you create one? Well, first figure it out what is it you want to do. Because as the person running it, if you're not into what's going on, don't bother. Just do something else. You got all kinds of things you can do with your free time. If everybody wants to, or if nobody else can decide what it is they want to play, and the options that keep coming up you're not interested in, don't do it. Offer what it is you want to do, and like what setting you want to do, what kind of game you want to run, and if you're not feeling anything else and they don't want to play it, just move on. There's plenty of things to do in the world. There's video games. There's the solo adventure modules you can play. There's all the endless quest books. You got options, or go play in somebody else's game. But if nobody else is willing to run, but you're willing to run this thing you want to run, they can either play or not. It's up to them. And I wouldn't hold out for too many people to join your game. Like one DM and one player can be some of the best gaming you can ever do. And actually, the more people you add to a game, the worse the experience can be for everybody because not everybody gets enough time to meaningfully interact with it, especially if you get folks that players that talk over everybody else or just ruin what everybody else is trying to do. Then
Yeah.
it's an exercise in torture. But if you've got one DM and one player that are like, they're good gaming matches, you're going to come up with some great stuff. And so I talked about the things you want to do as like setting rules, this and that, but also remember this is a game and there's a lot of things you don't control. Don't lose sight of the fact that this is a game, and you might have in mind an overarching meta plot for what's going on in your world, but don't try to, as someone who's done this, don't try to shepherd a specific story along where the players have to pass certain checkpoints to make your novel in interactive form work how you want it to, because it's really frustrating. It's been a hard lesson for me to learn to back off of doing that, because all the advice videos you see out there are there because either somebody cribbed it from somebody else, they stole the idea
Yep.
from someone, and they
Yep.
don't actually have the experience, or I've particularly been enjoying Joe the Lawyer series recently, where he says, "I've done all this stupid crap. Listen to me. It doesn't work. You should."
Yeah.
I keep making these mistakes too, and
Yeah.
I'm that guy. I'm the one who needs the advice. I'm the one who needs my own advice. So yeah, don't be afraid to make the mistakes, but as far as remember the game aspect of it, like to use basic D&D or most versions of D&D, 3d6 down the line. Do it. Tweak it however which way you want it, but let the dice surprise you with the character that's coming along and react to what the dice tell you, both in character creation and in the story. And don't be afraid for characters to die. Be willing to move with how the dice go. Like, yes, you add your own flavor and characters and spontaneity to the experience, but it is a game. Games are unpredictable.
Steven, you remember the last time I didn't want to play in one of your campaigns? What I did, remember?
What did you do?
Yeah.
No, it hasn't happened yet. That's the answer right there. That's right. I want to play Blackula. When can I play Blackula?
Man, I am not even ready for talk about that. I've been moving to Japan and doing all this stuff, man. Oh man, yeah, no.
Real quick to the comments, I want to give a shout out to No One of Consequence. Welcome to the show. Robert Santon. Take care, man. Thanks for jumping by, and see you next time. Yeah, so you talked about a lot of really good stuff. Let me ask you one other thing. So I kind of got the idea from his question that he was like, how do I start one? Maybe you kind of covered the aspect of getting players, but how I kind of got the assumption from him that he was asking, how do I create one? You know what I mean?
How does he create the concept, right? That's what I think it read.
So how do you and I gave my, based on, you're talking about the last series of videos that I did where I'm like, you guys start small. You don't need to flesh every damn thing out. Just start with a starting point and a hole in the ground, and give them a bunch of rumors that lead them to this dungeon. Just easy peasy. And the next thing you know, now you got a campaign and go from there. Now you got a starting point. You have, and your players are gonna basically fill in the blanks. I like to ask, you're coming into a town, starting the game. Well, what do you guys know about this town? And then they start filling in the blanks, and like, holy crap, I got a lot to go off of now. You know what I mean? So, you can use that. You don't have to flesh out every single relationship. Maybe they have that. Rely on your players to tell a story with you. So that's kind of my way. And, I'm super light prep, and, other people are not. And other people like to, tell exactly how many stones are in the room on the walls. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So what do you, tell me about, so I guess like Garrett, maybe I want to hear that from you. How would you?
I've got so many modules of a variety of different systems that surely one of them speaks to me a bunch of them speak to me at a given time, but what's one whose flavor and challenges I want to run with? Like maybe early on, maybe it's something to build up to if it's a higher level module.
Hey, thank you, Robert, for that. Appreciate it, dude.
Yeah, Robert, that's some good stuff. Thanks. And so, like in the vampire game, I was just recently ended. I was wanting to get folks to the Transylvania Chronicles, but which is a 4-book series, covers like 800 years of in-game time, and but I wanted to give them some backstory before they got there, so they had their own characters. They weren't just plugged and played and moved from scene to scene to scene. And wanted to work them into the story organically instead of just dropping them in there and saying, okay, the plot hook came out and pulled you in. And I want them to develop their own motivations to do the things that the campaign's going to do. Now, this is some pretty advanced concept stuff. And depending on the type of game you're playing, this kind of prep would be inappropriate because vampire is a storytelling system. The storyteller is more of a director, and the book tells you can like tell folks, this is your motivation in this scene, this is how your character's interpreting this, which is far more directorial than in Dungeons and Dragons, what Dungeons and Dragons is supposed to be, where it's the DM should be more of a ref, a judge of how you did what you did. And so I had a general story I wanted them to interact with, and it can change however their decisions and consequences took it. So yes, there was material in a book that I wanted to use, but I wasn't married to it. Has to be 100% faithful to what the book says. I like the concepts. I wanted to play with those, but a miniature campaign I recently did for Matt Sherman and let's see, Freezer and a couple of other folks. I just ran them through Zanzer's Dungeon from the D&D to Basic box set.
It's awesome.
No prep, no prep.
Yeah, easy peasy. Yeah,
you just drop them in the dungeon, and then you say, okay, what's your character's name? And you give them a list, because the module comes with a list, and it says like, I'm Carrick and I was a grocer. I am this person, I was a dancer. And so
dancer,
they build
eh?
the
What kind of
character
dancer?
that's up to you. It really is. One of the characters, well, because
I don't want to know.
They TPK'd so many times, and this is the only time I've had TPKs in that dungeon. One of the characters started off, his character's backstory was he was a failed gigolo. He was going out for his first John.
Sounds about right.
What the hell? What kind of game are you playing, man?
But his charisma was a 7 or a 6, so it was really ugly. And so
I wonder why he failed at being a gigolo.
Hence the failed title.
So, he's only getting punish people. No,
I love it.
Well, when I mean,
those are the great stories of games, man. Those are the great. Yeah, I love it.
I just made it up on the spot because these were new to basic D&D players, except for I think Matt. And they had never played a tabletop RPG before, so I either went with the lists, or when we exhausted the list, then I just started making stuff up. I was like, all right, what's your character's name? What's their race? And this is how you got here. 3 minutes or less, they were in the dungeon ready to play.
Yeah.
So it depends on the type of game. Now, you mentioned that you just start with a small area and then the players will explore things. Not every player will. Self-motivated players will. Right. But a lot of players, especially these days, like to be led around by the nose because the entertainment media has taught them to be like bystanders in their own story. They don't go out and make their own world. Now, that's something you can teach them, though, but be explicit about it. Don't expect them to know anything. And that's a lesson that sometimes I remember, sometimes I don't. Suggest to people.
I want to jump in there really quick on that, because that's a really good point that, and I try to, there is so, okay, I don't know how to really say this, but there is a big difference in the kind of the myth of, you have to entertain. You have to entertain, and that's a tough group to DM, because there are a lot of players will come in with that, like, okay, tell me what to do, and it's really key and beautiful when you get self-motivated players that, oh yeah, I'll be part of the story. Hey, yeah, my relationship with the barkeep is this, and but it does take, well, A, the players, right? But B, as the DM, you can ask those questions and you might be surprised. You might be surprised by, like, oh, okay, a player that's kind of waiting to be entertained, like, oh, okay, I have to, I'm going to lean forward a little bit. So don't be afraid to do that as a DM, is maybe what I'm saying. So yeah, that's funny. That's interesting you bring that up, because that's a reality. That's seriously a reality. So,
and if all that's been too theoretical for some of the folks listening, how I really like to start players off in a game, or their characters off in a game, is prison break. Prison break scenario. Now, it doesn't have to explicitly be in a prison. It can be in a prison, but a dangerous situation they need to immediately resolve. Like, no, you meet in a tavern. What do you say to each other? That's what the players will do. They'll just stare at each other, waiting for you to give them some
I don't know. What do I do?
But if you start pushing them right along, and then you throw a grenade into a box with them and close the lid, they got to figure out how to get out of there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Yeah, that's a good way to get them out of their shell.
It also creates trauma memories for their characters, so it gives them a bonding point. Well, it's shared trauma is a way people relate to each other.
Yeah,
And
100%.
adventurers, they live lives of danger. They're going to have a lot of it.
Make strange bedfellows, you bet.
Rosemary Comic Fan BR6RI. We are all looking at this right now.
We see you. We see
you. And yes, hello. 100%. So thank you for giving us a shout out and saying hello to everybody.
When are you coming home from Japan, my friend?
2 to 5 years.
Do you have a copy of The Rock?
The Rock.
Yes, that is a module I wrote for Legendary Adventure that was published by the Troll Lords.
No, I don't have that one. No.
I'm going to have to send you one of those. So I'll need an address that's reasonably permanent. Because guess what? You'll have to adapt it because it's written for Legendary Adventure. But you start out in prison.
Yeah, I do have a one of those fancy Army post office boxes. So it'll be domestic shipping too. Won't even be anything crazy.
Oh wow!
Thank you, man. That's awesome.
Angelo, but okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. We operate out of his business account for the channel if we appear at least once a month. That's right. It's part of the
this time when we're talking about it. Oh
yeah. Thank you, Robert. Again, appreciate it, man. 100% appreciate it.
It's funny.
And your previous comment too
was when you read a good book, see a good movie, you hear a good story of some kind, and it really moves you. You figure out why it's tripping your trigger. Mm-hmm. And it was funny. The original Castle Wolfmoon was inspired by Star Wars because it is a classic tale of technology versus magic. If you really get down to it, the guy trying to take over the universe is doing so with technology, but he has to put up with the universe of magic, which is metachlorians and whatever else you want to call that, but that continues to provide him with problems because he's trying to get away from it, but it's still there. Yeah,
that's pretty deep.
But you gotta get down to why is it that this trips my trigger, and then use that aspect for whatever your campaign or adventure is going to be.
Yeah, and to piggyback off that, we're talking bigger picture stuff, but and besides the Prison Break, like Chris just said, any media, movie, whatever that you enjoyed, just make it to where you can play it at the table. Just do that. Like he mentioned, I'm working on a module, Blackula's Blood Castle. I really like the 2 Blackula movies. So I was like, well, how can I play this? And I came up with a module, and we did some play testing last year, and it was a lot of fun. And there's definitely things that need fixing though, but regardless, it was fun. So just the last movie you saw that you enjoyed, run it at the table. Just have people make characters for that.
Stephen?
We use Intercity Redo or Redux. Is it Redo or is it Redux?
Redux.
Okay.
Because I was sponsored by what was it? Full Metal? No, the one that they did that had the body count on it. Redux. I can't remember. It was a comedy movie. So yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go, Stephen.
One of the things Stephen mentioned about the developing a backstory for the players, that's another thing folks can get tied up in. Make it simple, right? It could be as simple as like my last Greyhawk campaign I started. We grabbed a module from the Greyhawk box set, just a simple adventure. It's basically a one-night adventure. And I just said all the player characters, they're brothers. The farm was their parents. The farm was sold. They're now becoming adventurers. They started walking off into the distance and went on their first adventure. No looking back. It's as simple as that. Yeah. Instead of, you could go as deep as you want, but you don't have to. Because once you start getting wrapped up in nobility and class, and now you have to have contacts. You have to have backstories for other people in your life. You can't just say, well, they didn't have any contacts. So,
see you, Shellback.
Yeah. See you later, Shellback.
Happy birthday, Shellback Bo.
Oh, that's right. Happy birthday, man.
Happy birthday, Shellback.
Well, it was technically yesterday, or was it the day before? But happy birthday.
Well, he's in Japan, so it could have been today.
That's
what could have been tomorrow.
It might have been a day later or a day early. It's hard to tell you.
Yeah.
His birthday's tomorrow to us.
Yeah.
Greg, thanks for saying what you said, because the most interesting part about your character shouldn't be what happened before they got to the game.
Yeah.
Right.
100% true.
Yeah, I think that's a big like kind of new school thing where the backstory's got it. Because I had a player come into my current campaign and he didn't stay very long because I don't think the style of play was his, and he had some personal things that happened too. But he came in with a 3-page backstory, and you know, I'm gonna tell on myself, but I didn't read it.
Right. Well, if you read it,
because I don't care. To be honest with you, I don't care. You know, that's a horrible thing to do, but you know,
it was the wrong game for it, and that's what that setting expectations and saying this is what I want to do. Who wants it?
Yeah.
And
Well,
you're like, we're a pick up and play versus deep backstory. You specify that up ahead of time.
Right.
Well, he gave me the overview of it in 3 sentences, and you know, but then there was literally 3 pages, and I'm like, that's cool. We can work with that. You know, you're part of the group now. Okay, right. let's create your backstory now. You know, and you know, he had a great character, and it was a good dude. It just like I said, I think he had some things that kind of showed up personally, but
well, that's why
I don't, you know, if you come with 3 or 4, like you're saying, Greg, if you come with 1, 2, or 3 bullet points, you know, of, you know, boom, 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 that's enough, you know, and you can run with it. You can run with that. But I think the more you have, the more narrow. Now you're on rails. You know what I mean?
Right.
And a DM doesn't need. I don't want to be on rails.
No. And
I hope you guys aren't on rails either. You know what I mean? As the players in the group.
Right. Well, a campaign's built off many factors, right? You're putting pieces of a puzzle together. So it's easier for a newer DM to start people at first level, right? Because you don't have all the abilities, you don't have all the items, you don't have to know so much. So that's another tip too that I would say is start off, have your 0 session, build characters, get to know, make sure that you guys talk through the rule set, and just start off at first level where things are simple.
Yeah.
And then you build it from there. And it grows over time. And it, like you said, you know, let the dice tell the story. The story will evolve. You'll get better as you go. And then as Chris said, you'll find something or you'll do something. I've seen this even after 40 years of playing. You'll do something or you'll roll the dice and a storyline or an arc will be created. And boom, your trigger will go, yes, that's what I'm looking for. That's the epic encounter. That's the energy, and that's what you then remember and work from that and work that back into your campaign. So a lot of little things.
Like what Dreg just said here, right here. This is enough for a DM like me to run with. Right there, boom, done.
There you go.
Yeah,
easy, and there's so much meat there. You know what I mean? There's so much meat. You're the youngest son of a landless knight. Okay, where? Cool, awesome.
and
you need to know that you know your second cousin from Verbabank did this. You know, like who cares, man? That's too much.
Well, there's a lot of meat there, but some of us like to bone once in a while. You know,
we like to what?
I look for a bone once in a while. You know?
Oh, you look for a bone.
Yeah.
Well, in defense of those players,
thought he said he liked to.
Well, what if he does? It's the 90s.
I'm just saying. Okay. That's what I thought. I just want to understand what he said.
Yeah, nobody understands.
No one can understand what I said.
Mark the Shark says starting at first level is simple relative to the company you keep. Yeah.
Oh, the company we keep. That's true.
Well, but in defense of that player who wrote up the 3-page backstory, what if that's for their role playing directions?
And that's fine.
That?
Yeah.
And what if it's a game where that stuff matters?
Right.
Yeah.
Where the DM needs to know that kind of stuff. Say there's any sort of social stuff going on. Because I've seen a bunch of people give the advice of I just show up, I don't write anything except for a name on a character sheet, and then I just develop my character and play. Mm-hmm. You can do that, but what if you have something you do want to play? Like, I want to try to portray this. And you know that ahead of time. Not everybody's into spontaneous everything. I know that's common wisdom in the D&D sphere of YouTubers, but I think it's a bit narrow scope towards one particular type of play style and type of game, but there's a whole bunch out there.
Right.
Yeah, but you're correct there, and you're also like you're kind of leaning on, because I can see it in your eyes right now. You're also leaning on systems like storytelling systems, like
Vampire.
like werewolf and vampire. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
of course. Is it
Yeah.
needed? I mean, do you have to have it in D&D or other old school games? No, I don't think you do.
You don't have
But
to.
if some of the players in my current campaign have come with, I want to be this. Cool, that's fine. That's you're gonna, yeah. But telling the
I'm still
DM
here.
this is how I'm gonna play my character
Just
and this
casting
is
the
his
spell.
story, I think kind of sits wrong with a lot of old school DMs. And that's what I'm
Well, it's your
that's what
character.
I'm-
Why shouldn't you get to play it how you want to?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not saying that. This is how my character is
Mhm.
in our world. You know what I mean? Like, this is how it needs to be. I think it's very narrow.
Oh, yeah. The
I mean, how you play your
controlling
character is up to you.
backstory.
Yeah, when it comes to backstory.
The folks are trying to dictate to the DM of how things are going to go with their character. No, that's inappropriate. No. Once the dice start
and
rolling.
I think that's where a lot of backstories kind of come into. But then there's exceptions, like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, like we had one of the paladin that is no longer with us came in with the backstory, and his was he was I don't know if he was an orphan, or I can't remember, but he was became a member of the church, and then got this holy revelation from St. Cuthbert that he needed to become a paladin. Boom, that's it, and that worked so well. And there was more to it, but that piece right there I ran with as the DM. You know what I mean? And really kind of kicked in a lot of cool stuff because of that. But pages upon pages and upon pages. Okay, that might be more for. You might take the stance of that might be more for the player than the DM. That's fine, and that's fine.
Yeah. And Panglosius here says ignoring a player that takes the time to create a 3-page backstory is disrespectful. Now, maybe that player needs to calm down a little bit, but that's a lot of enthusiasm that, if properly harnessed, can really do some cool stuff.
Yeah,
So,
100%.
It's that expectation game. What is this game about? What does the DM want from the players? What do the players need to expect? That kind of thing.
Well, it also adds to the fact of, okay, they put all this time into creating this backstory. What if they actually die in the first game in my game?
Right.
Yeah,
and that shit happens a lot. Okay, so what does that do to them? So that's why I lean on the fact of, give me 3 bullet points about your character. That's cool. But the backstory is going to be developed. Like, if you're going to put in and you're going to go to AI and you're going to write a whole backstory for, this, I'm not saying that people do, but I've seen it, you know what I mean? And then present it to the DM, and then they die in game number 2. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's the end of that story.
Now I feel bad because they go through a mental breakdown for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that player has more problems than they need to calm down.
I've seen it, dude.
That's not the DM's fault.
Let Greg jump in here for a second.
Oh, I was gonna say, here's
here. Hang on, let me put him in the back. Hang on, hang on. Okay, go ahead, Greg.
You took him off screen? What?
Damn. So for any new DM out there, here's a module that is a very simple concept. So it's an old Judges Guild, the Dragon Crown.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you're not familiar with this, the module starts off with your party is running from like a band of orcs that are chasing you. And it's for first level characters. And you run into a cave. And in the cave, you feel safe. You're like, oh, we got away from him, right? And then behind you is a red dragon who then quests you to go retrieve things that he can't reach because he's too large.
Right.
And this is so
That's
simple.
a great concept.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
basically
basically you're just running across nowhere, and you're bullied into doing something. Otherwise, he'll eat you. And there you go. You're a new party, first level on your first quest. And this is like, I don't know, this might be like 8 pages, maybe 6.
Yeah, it wasn't extensive. I got a lot
No.
of money for mine, but oh no.
Yeah, this, and so there's resources out there. And like Chris said, or Steven said, just if you read them and you get an idea, run with it.
Well, and figure out why it's motivating you. I always worry when a player gives me a 3-page backstory that they're going to want to absolutely dominate the game,
right?
And that's an issue. If it's a game where everybody submits a 3-page backstory, because then as the GM, I'll know how to set traps for them.
Right.
Okay. But usually 3 paragraphs is more than enough, even if you want to go in depth. Okay. And that should only be a page, not 3. 3 pages tells me this is a person who has been not role-playing in so long that they really want to probably dominate the game. And that's not fair to the other players.
It's interesting you say that, because I shouldn't say this, but I had someone recently provide a elongated backstory. Wow. And then after about 5 months, it became a challenge. There was a, I mean, now don't get me wrong, I have an A-type personality. One would call me kind of a power gamer at the table, but not power as in like I want to run the game. It's power as in like it's hard for me not to know what the spell is, how it works, what's going to happen, right? You have that foreknowledge of if you open that door and you run into that room, that is never a good plan. That is never a good
You're
plan.
not going to have a good time. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. So,
all right, gents, I gotta take off to go meet Robert.
No,
Rollmaster.
Hey, have fun, dude. Good luck on that.
I got a lunch date appointment at the NCO club. If I don't go, a bunch of sergeants and corporals will show up and beat me up or something. So.
They're going to put something in there and just keep
it. Enlisted guys club. That's not hoity-toity. They work for a living, sir.
The toilets are clean.
They better be when I sit on them. All right, y'all. Good seeing you.
Great. Hey, take care, dude. Good to see you, and thanks for coming on, man.
Love the pictures of Japan.
Great to see you.
Yes, sir.
Wow, good for him. Yeah, I'm glad he was able to jump on. Love Steven, man. He's such a good dude.
He's a good guy.
The other kind of problem I see with that, and I'm not, I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just telling you from my experience, it does become an issue later on, because then possibly there's a chance, and that is because then there's expectations going in of
you, the DM, have to work with that.
Right. And it's an even bigger problem if it's an established campaign that they're coming into, and that was this last case that I'm talking about, where it's like, okay, cool, very cool. I like, love that, love that you're here.
And 3 pages, Angelo. Okay,
right.
God.
What's that?
Sorry, I gave you.
Yeah, you're horrible.
He's got other issues.
Yeah, he's got other issues.
Chris it's only a one-night show, so
Mark asked a question about Judges Guild stuff, because there's been, everybody loves Judges Guild. Where he's asking, where is that available? Anywhere?
I would just go to eBay. I would start there.
Yeah.
I bet you could pick this up for. I'll even look it up while we're here, but I don't know.
Most eBay are not in reprint, as far as I know, because
I don't think they're in reprint.
Them are all over the place.
Yeah.
Dreg just mentioned this comes with pre-gens.
And then a lot of times, if you're on Facebook, there's like the RPG auction sites. A lot of those come up. I've sold a lot of Judges Guild stuff on there. You might have a good good luck over there. Mac Thompson, he says eBay. By the way, good to see you.
Just got a super chat.
Pangulius, I'll mess up your name. I'm so sorry. That was a great comment you said earlier. So thanks for bringing that comment up.
I believe it's Panglosius.
Yeah,
Panguni is that guy on
Panglossius.
Sunday.
Yeah, there you go.
or,
Panglossius.
movie thing. Yeah.
I think you just got a super
Matt
chat,
Thompson
Angelo.
said, I still have some, but it's 40 to 50 years old. Yeah. When did Judges Guild stuff? When was it coming out? It was the late 70s.
Oh,
No.
mid 70s at the latest, maybe even early
Yeah.
70s.
Yeah, this was.
But I mean, they did a pretty good run for a while because there was a lot of material.
The early
they actually
stuff
had
was
approval.
loose leaf.
Yeah,
Wasn't
they
even
were.
bound.
Yeah. But I mean, like, so mid 70s was because it was written for a lot of the OD&D stuff, right?
Yeah.
At first, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
then I know that a lot of it they kind of started writing for AD&D when AD&D was really big back, just first came out. So
But then I think-
77, 78, 79, 80. But when did Judges Guild kind of stop?
70.
Does anybody know?
When did Gygax pull the licensing? It was like 79.
Yeah, would it have been 83?
80?
It might have been that. I don't even know if it was that late, to be honest with you.
When did they go? When did they go out of business? I think it was.
Yeah, so
I'm
Matt
gonna say
Thompson
82,
said
but
77 to 83, 84.
83. Okay.
That sounds about right too,
Yeah.
because it was right before Gygax left, I think, or not left, but you know what I mean. So 76 to 84, is that correct? Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So just to give the audience on eBay right now. Ooh, there's a white copy of the Dragon Crown.
That's the one I have.
So yeah. So you've got 4, 6, 7. Oh, there's plenty of copies out there on eBay right now, and they're ranging anywhere from $20 to $65.
That's pretty good, dude.
Yeah.
Someone's
You can
asking
get a copy
100
for $20.
I got 120
Yeah.
for mine. That was years ago.
Yeah. If it's a play copy, who cares, right?
Well, I'd played it. Yeah.
It's not what I
Yeah,
meant.
no one of consequence. Yeah, I've heard that too, and that's really interesting that you say that because it showed that there's still available. No, I'm sorry, I brought the wrong one up. I'll bring that one up too. But Judges Guild showed Gygax that there was a market for adventure modules. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
Well,
Dude, there are so many really good ones too. I mean, the Hell series too. That was a really that's a famous one, right? The Dante's.
Yep. Dante's
You know which one I'm
Inferno.
talking about? I
It was
forget the
Inferno,
name of the module. Yeah, Inferno.
I had a copy of that one too.
Yeah.
That was your copy, but yeah.
Is that Angelo's copy?
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah. Agile says, yeah, founded. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. So I know it was still available to purchase in the early 80s.
That's
yeah.
right.
Inferno. Yeah. I had that. I think I just sold that too.
Now this is printed from the internet. I just printed this off because
wow.
I think for the original, I think you're looking at some pretty good cash for the original in any good condition.
I don't.
which
Yeah, I
even
don't
think
remember
they
what
exist.
mine went for. I sold my copy of Inferno
Yeah.
too.
But no, what was the what's that whole Judges Guild appendix, or they've got an archive out there or something?
Yeah. I don't like to say it on here, but I know you can get them
Yeah.
online. Yeah.
I can say it though, right?
Yeah, I
Right,
didn't say it
it
either.
might be
and I'm not saying that I have every PDF either.
I'm
but-
not saying it either.
It might be a pirate site. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh,
I
is it?
think they're.
Oh.
I don't
on
know.
it.
Arr, it's a pirate site. Arr.
Yeah. Mac Thompson said we played a lot of Judges Guild stuff back then. Yeah, he too. Because he was always been given extra copies of things that were printing. Yep. I mean, and there was such good. There's just I love all the old TSR original models, but man, they just did it. It was just so much good stuff too.
Well, I think 83 was the crackdown year, because as I remember, that's when I got the visit from Harold. No, it was before then. The visit from Harold Johnson, nice guy, came over and said, "You really need to stop making adventure modules, Chris, because you need a license for that." And and they were very pleasant about it. That with the old Pitfall modules that we did.
Yeah. The interesting comment here. Players are more than. Yeah, I don't agree with you on that. Forever DMs have a god complex. No, I think I lean more towards being a rep.
Well, it depends, right? I mean,
there might be some out there, but I don't think that's.
Well, and their games tend not to last. To be honest with you, the players all drift away after a while.
Yeah,
Right.
I don't think that's sustainable, because if I was a player, I don't want to play with somebody who's got a god complex. Even though you use the term it's your world. You're the god of the world. But I see me as a DM. I see me as a player. I see me as finding out with the players. And that's why I'm so light prep. I'm so easy peasy. If there's rulings, I check with the players. I ask Chris, he's in my campaign. I say, what do you guys think? Does this sound cool?
Well, yeah,
right.
Right.
And then Chris is always one, well, you're the DM, you tell us. And I'm like, we're all DMs here, really.
Well, so I'll be honest with you. I've had to take a break as a DM from time to time, which we all, you get to that burnout phase, right?
Yeah.
And I've handed it off to one of the players where it's like, hey, I understand you're more of like let's say you're a 2E DM, right? You've been playing 1E for the last 10 years. And now it's like, we're going to take a break because, everyone wants to take a break. All right, let's take a break. So you start a campaign and next thing they turn into a forever DM. So you run the risk. I mean, but you're right. I mean, some forever DMs could be a problem.
No, there's definitely, but I don't think it's a majority. I mean, from old school, I don't think so.
Right.
Well, and seriously, my philosophy has always been, okay, I've written the story up till now that we begin playing the campaign, but you guys are going to tell me how it ends. Period. And it may end on a different planet. It may end with evil taking over the world because you guys became evil. That's up to you, not me.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Don't prep what your players are going to do. Only prep up to the point that they join the storyline. That's always,
right.
Yeah, always.
Oh, I find that prepping what the players are going to do never works.
Well, you wind up with rage quitters. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, you know what I mean, though. You guys as a group are never going to do. Sure, I've been guilty of steering you guys a couple times, into the trap,
But you felt like you had to.
Realistically, if I prepped thinking that I know what you guys are going to do, it never works. It never.
No.
And it's like it's like going in with an expectation, and I find it easier for me to. That's why everything's random with me.
Well,
everything's random, dude. I use reaction, which is random. I use loyalty, which is random. I use wandering monsters, which is random. When you find a magic item, it's random. You know what I mean? Like everything's random. I'll find out with you guys. Sure, that's hard to do all the time, but
we used to bring a gang of like 8 people to run events to Gen Con, right? And we would train them. If they hadn't run D&D before, we'd train them.
There you go.
What to expect from players you don't know.
Yeah.
And so we'd all get in the group. And for instance, one year I wrote a module for Legendary Adventure called Enclave. And you go underground and there's this sunken pyramid, which somebody rocked to stone and sank the pyramid in mud and then sealed it in rock, right? So that it would kill all the undeads or at least entomb them forever. And then unfortunately, somebody dug it up. So then somebody went down later and put a big tablet-like seal on it that would keep all the undead encaged in it. And so in playtest, my partner, who has passed away since, goes down the tunnel, grabs the flag, throws it up out of the hole, and goes, "Hey guys, look what I found!"
Yeah.
And the GM that's in training goes, "The hell do I do now?"
Yeah. What do I do now?
You got to be prepared for something like that to happen. You have to.
Right.
And I think too, it also comes with experience too, because you can just improvise stuff. You just pull it out of your butt.
Yeah, exactly. I said, make it sound like you knew all along this was going to happen. Always.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just roll with it. Just roll with it. It's a game. Have fun.
Yeah.
Learn as you go. Check in with your players and just keep and just have fun. At the end of the day, have fun.
We had like 4 rules. One of them was don't use profanity and things, but the bottom line one was always make it look like you meant it. Always.
What is profanity? I don't even know what that is.
Hey, see you later, Swords and Stones. Take care. Thanks for being on.
Thanks for joining.
That's for fans who do it professionally. Profanity. Yeah. Something. I don't know.
God, I miss.
You can make up words now. You can.
Yeah, Mark, you're right, Mark. I mean, there are all kinds of game masters, just like there are all kinds of players.
Yes.
You're 100% right.
That's
and
right.
We did the training just because at a show you want to make sure your players always have a good time.
Yeah.
Win, lose,
you try to.
That's right.
They had fun.
Well, and that goes for the DM too. That goes for the DM too. You want to have fun too. So,
I think there's also two schools of thought as well. One is at a convention, I think all the players come to the table with more similar expectations. We're going to spend 4 hours. We're going to game hard. We're going to have fun. Or I'm going to go to my next game. But in a campaign, I think one of the biggest challenges with a group is when you bring in a new person into a group, because those dynamics shift. And I don't know, sometimes they come in and they're wearing their best. And next thing you know, 3 months later, you're like, yeah, there's something off, right? Something's wrong. Either they're forcing it or they want to take over the game, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe they're just, God forbid, they're an excellent player that's just having fun and is a real cool person to hang out with, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so I think that's part of a GM's challenge too in building a campaign is having the right crowd, having the right group. So
Mark just hit it right on the. I'm sorry, Mac.
Oh, no,
just hit it right on
Mac
the.
Thompson, yeah, 100%.
That's the best quote I've seen.
That's
Dude,
right.
that is the best. I gotta
100%.
steal that, dude. Like seriously, I gotta steal that for a video or for my own, just reference. That is one of the best quotes. I'm gonna
give Mac credit and call it "They'll Choose F." That's the name of the video.
That's right.
I'm actually gonna take a picture of that so I don't lose it, so I can write it down later.
You can do screenshots, right?
I could have screenshotted it, but then I'll lose it with all the other screenshots I get. Yeah. By the way,
how do I type a chat?
By the way, screenshot. Ready? Here it comes, guys. Here it comes.
That's it? That's all we get? That's all we get?
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is. I'll put it on the screen. Here's a screenshot.
Loading.
There you go.
Look at those three knuckleheads.
What the hell? But anyways, yeah, that's a great quote. That's sorry, I squirreled. Okay. Anyways, yeah. Let me see. Robert says, "I'll never." Yeah, I like the quote you said too, which is very true. No one of consequence says, "I've been DMing the same group for 12 years. Seems to me like they're having fun, and it's an online Roll20 game, which is be easily to ghost out if you weren't having fun." So yeah, congrats on that, dude. I mean, that's you hit it right on the money. Yeah, if they wouldn't they wouldn't be there. So yeah,
well, that's true, right?
You're doing something right. Yeah. Okay. We're getting into Dreg's getting into the what's the term where you're looking at the for grammar, it's like entomology, right?
Entomology is insects, but yes.
No.
But no. Yes, but no.
Well, what is that? What is the root of word?
What, to break it down into categories and then further categories and further categories?
No. Like the root
Where words come from.
Oh, logi is study of. That's Latin for study of. Anything logi.
Okay, that's not what I'm thinking. But anyways, Dreg's talking about the Persians.
Dreg knows.
Yeah. I went back and forth with him debate today about. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. This is a classic Dreg comment about.
There you go.
Yeah,
the root is the same religion. He's correct. Etymology, correct. Yes.
Etymology. There we go. Yes. Okay. There you go. Root of the meaning of words, right?
Yes.
Not the study of insects.
That could be one way of describing it. Yes.
Can I link you to Discord? Yes, I'll give you that real quick. Let me. I'll do that in a second, Mac. To Westerner who's never been reading Wikipedia. Sure. Yeah. There you go.
Mac Daddy.
Is that the word? Yes, this word right here. There you go. Etymology. I thought I was close,
So
right?
What is the etymology of the place known as tarnation? Now I know it's a little bit dated, but what in tarnation, right? So I'm thinking that it might be a rather racist slur type thing, which is why nobody uses it anymore.
Well, that word is very close to enema. So they're both
close to enema.
They're both rooted in. Never mind.
Did you say what?
We just lost. We just got demonetized. The whole crowd's gone. We're derailed.
No. There's nothing wrong with that. We're continuing off of a show that talks about health. Okay, so there you go.
Oh yes, thank you for the reminder. I wanted to bring that up tonight. I wanted to bring
here's the link to the Discord channel, dude. Go on there and say hi. All right, what was that?
Thank you, Mac.
Mac Daddy.
Mac Thompson.
Right. What I was going to say is thank you for reminding me. Is it okay if I wanted to bring up, I think something that we talk about, but we don't really get into too deep is it's con season, right? You guys are getting ready to go to North Texas. People are going to Gen Con. People are going to Egg Con. People are going to CYN Con, right? There's so much going on. How do you build your immune system, right? Because you just tapped on the health, gamer's health, right? With 10, he does a nice piece on it. So expanding on that, what I guess question to this crowd is, do you guys beef up your immune system? And if so, how prior to going to a convention, right? I mean, I suppose alcohol, you could drink bourbon and that could burn off all the germs, but that's probably not what we're trying to get at. So I guess my question is, what do you guys do? Do you take supplements? Do you shower regularly? Do you run a 10K? I mean, I don't.
When you're on the road, right?
Yeah.
Going to a show and at the show, where do you eat? Well, you eat a lot of crap. We really do.
Right.
Gamers, we eat a lot of crap. Keep a bag of oranges. Have a few every day. Okay. It will never be bad for you, and it's generally good for you. And they're not that expensive. Yeah. Don't even throw granola in the truck as your snack. Okay. Throw a bag of oranges in the truck.
So for me, I wouldn't do anything different.
Because you're the epitome of health.
I'm a supplement person, right? So I take every morning. I take all my vitamins, which is a huge. Okay, you guys want to hear this? Okay.
Sure. Can't wait.
So, and this is coming from the body of a 26-year-old, right? Okay, so
I know the feeling. I'm only 24.
That's what my doctor says. So, anyway, so I take every morning. I take creatine. Okay, I take vitamin C. I take a slew of different vitamins, from vitamin D to niacin to D3, a whole bunch of other, just like packs. I don't drink. I do vape now, which is bad. I need to stop. So I don't drink alcohol. And I run a lot. Okay. Also, this is the secret, guys. Let me tell you the secret. Methylene blue.
Well, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Blue Chew. Yeah.
Methylene blue.
Is that new commercial for men?
Or is
no?
It's that stuff they put in the urinals, right? No.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that came out of the Tidy Bowl man or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That's what I do. I wouldn't do it. And you know what you do? Wash your hands. I mean, you don't have to.
It doesn't hurt. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. When I go to the restroom, I don't touch the door handles.
How do you get out?
You can get it from a doorknob. Yeah.
No, I use a napkin. I use a napkin after I wash my hands.
100%.
After I wash my hands,
I
use that same napkin and open the door like that. Boom. Yeah.
You're not that guy that waits for the next person.
Goes on the door handle. Okay.
What's that?
You could always wait for the next guy in line to go out first and then use your foot.
Exactly. Or you could just say, can you hold the door for me?
Could you get that door? Can you get that for me?
I mean, but that's the place a lot of people get sick is from touching door handles.
Right. Listerine too. You can bring one of those little travel Listerine bottles with you, and when you gargle with Listerine for 30 seconds, Listerine says that it kills 99% of all germs
in your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
And then spit on your hands.
Yes. Spit on someone else's hands.
Here's a and I drink coffee every morning, and also the other let me Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Hang on.
You got to read it.
Hang on. Let's see what this one is, guys. BLS yellow. Okay. Complainant fell. Polio in left leg and in pain with hip pain. Swelled knee. 73-year-old, conscious
geez,
and
poor guy.
breathing. The other kind of thing that I do, besides coffee in the morning, is White Monster. White Monster, guys.
I'm not sure what that is. Is that
Yeah,
a drink or something?
I'm not so sure. I'm not sure that's helpful.
White
Or are you
Monster,
are you
dude.
telling people
White
you-
Monster every
Are you
morning.
telling people
Energy
you
drink.
release the White Monster? No, okay.
White Monster.
Chris.
Chris,
He's got a
whatever.
dog. It's a little dog. It's got white fur.
Oh,
what do you
that's the
think?
monster you're talking
Yeah,
about. You're
what
talking
were
about
you
another white
thinking?
monster.
Oh my goodness. Oh, goodness.
My morning is a half a glass of a glass of
Bourbon.
half water, half orange juice, 2 cups of coffee. I'm off and running.
Yeah.
An hour in, I have another cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Half an hour after that, I have another cup of coffee, and the pot is now gone because I have double cups. Okay. I
There you
take
go.
lunch about 1 o'clock, usually just a sandwich, just one, lettuce and onion always, and whatever else is hanging around the house for lunch meat. No cheese because cheese is just too much fat in the middle of the day. And then I go outside and work for about an hour. Today was 2.5. I did really well today. And then I come in and get the sweat off of me. And so usually a shower. Not always, sometimes just a towel. Depends. If Marcia's going to be home, yeah, I shower, but whatever. And then I don't eat until dinner. And then I have a full dinner. And that's it. And 8 hours of sleep a night was like 1990. That was the last time I got an 8 hour sleep.
Is he talking to us?
These comments, you guys are the best in comments, by the way.
Did you see Mark the Shark's comment?
I'm trying to get to the comments. You guys in the chat. I love you guys, man.
They're awesome.
So let me get to the comments real quick because
Sure.
Chris, I don't even know what you
I'm
said.
done. No, I'm done.
Okay. Yeah. Black coffee in the morning. Yeah. Eat a balanced diet. Get 8 hours of sleep. Yeah. I never get 8 hours of sleep, but I do sleep.
Good luck
well.
with that. Right.
One thing that is really big too, and no one in consequence, is gardening is a good immune system. Yep. Grubbing in the dirt.
Yep.
Get out and move, man.
Right.
Get out and move. That's why I love going in the mountains and trail run. Grubbing in but I also am a huge gardener. So like get in there. Like this last week I've been planting a lot. So weather's finally good. Touching the grass and putting your hands in dirt. I mean, that's the best. I mean, I don't know. I grew up that way. So I don't know. I love it. I love it more than anything. Yeah. Chris gets out a lot too. He's the man of many tree cutting talents. Oh yeah, here we go. Drake says also don't touch doorknobs. On the other hand, wash hands. Yeah, I love it. Door handles and gas station pump handles. Yeah, you're right. You guys sanitize your hands. I don't put any of that sanitizer on my hands. It's
No.
me out.
Do you want to be
Soap and water.
I actually use watered down Listerine to treat my dogs. What the fuck?
poor dog?
Well, it might work. You never know.
What the I love the comment after. This is what's making me laugh.
Gross. Did you pull up Mark the Shark's comment?
You guys gonna make it or not?
You want to build your immune system, drive a school bus for 9 months out of the year. Oh, what a great community.
Oh man, you guys are
that's
the
it.
best. Okay, I'm still far behind. Oh shoot, Jay Taylor, welcome. Watch those energy drinks. Yeah, I'm a heart attack survivor. Yep. I hear you, man. Blair Blur says here. I thought I was because I was an energy vampire. What?
I thought she was gonna kick us out of your own live stream.
Jesus, Blair, I haven't had 8 hours of sleep since I had. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I shouldn't laugh at that. That's probably a real thing.
That's probably.
Yeah. COVID. Hi. I thought I used a mask. Yeah, when I used to visit my mom. I went to visit. I thought it was something in the air there. Turns out that she was using decaf coffee.
No, that's a real thing. That's
Right.
caffeine
Caffeine
withdrawal.
headaches.
That's the worst thing that somebody can do to you. You get fucking coffee.
Well, be apprised. The coffee in Dallas is a little bit weak sister. When we go to Dallas, my wife brings an extra can of the instant coffee, and I usually put 2 spoons in the cup of coffee that they bring me, just to bring it up to reasonable levels.
Don't drink coffee, but okay. Where's Mark's comment? MRE coffee. Yeah, I feel it to avoid caffeine. Yeah, oof.
Was it just come like
Diet Pepsi and Diet Coke too. A lot of people drink a lot of those. They're loaded with caffeine.
Well, not the diet though. Go full sugar. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Where's Mark the Shark's comment at, dude?
It was when we first started acting silly.
What did he say? To beef up this one?
That's the best. That one gets my vote.
He's not lying. He's not lying. Cart around a busload full of little biology factories, you know.
Yeah.
It's like a petri dish. That's what it is. You're driving a petri dish around.
Oh my god!
When Brenda was in her teens, I actually told her not to bring flu home because you're going to hurt your father, and she did. Every time there was flu in the school, she bring home flu, and not the kind you can deal with that you just sleep it off, right? No, the kind where you hork your guts up, Yeah.
Right.
So,
so the moral of the story is build up your immune system. That's the moral of the story. Build up your immune system.
Yeah.
Well, and the easiest way to do that is, like he said, get your hands in the dirt.
That's one way.
I haven't had a tetanus shot since 1977. You know how often I cut myself on an old rusty car? All I have to do is look at it and I'm bleeding. I'm telling you. That's,
Blair says, wait a minute. You said, Blair, you said, my name is Blair. I thought you had a different, I thought we were calling you something different.
Yeah, Blair, if you love your coffee and you're going to Dallas, get the Nescafe espresso, instant espresso.
I love espresso.
A teaspoonful of that in your coffee every morning, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Really excited for North Texas, but sounds like I better bring my own caffeine. Yeah. They have decent coffee there, right? I thought
it was kind of weak sister myself.
Yeah, I mean, and then you got the little coffee bar right there. I think that's like Starbucks or something like that. I'm not sure.
We never put coffee out in this house, so sometimes I'm drinking coffee that's 14 hours old. I don't care. I love it.
Oh, 14 hours. I thought you were going to say 14
days.
The
spoon stands up. It's perfect. I mean,
Right. Now, does Starbucks still do like the double shot and stuff? Like if you order one, like you order a coffee, can you get like, I don't know, caffeine injected into it?
I don't know.
And then get the AeroPress. What is that? AeroPress filter and electric kettle? Huh. Oh my God. I thought I was protecting my V anonymity. I thought I was an addiction. This was an addiction meeting.
This Blair, this is a intervention for you. We're glad you joined.
Yes, and you have to admit about all of the mistakes you made while under the influence.
Jokes on you, the Squealers Anonymous.
Squealers Anonymous.
Fucking Mac, dude, you're on one tonight. That's awesome, dude. That's right. This is what the title was. Her Lady Lord.
Oh,
Blair,
yes.
to be accurate.
Her Ladyship Lord Blair.
Yeah, she's a lady.
I think you said your V anonymity. I think you mean your maiden voyage at North Texas, right? Yeah. I don't know what V anonymity is.
The fact that she's a Texas virgin.
Oh, Texas virgin. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Yes, tis I, Queen.
And the crown.
Crown, yes.
Just in case you needed reminding, young man.
Yeah, I guess. It sounds like it. I mean, guess you could get Starbucks and drop a couple of no-dos in it. What is happening to this? Okay. I didn't even want to see me without. You do not want to see me without my coffee. Oh, somebody's a dice addict. Okay, I like it.
Wait, what was that? Doppio? What was that? Starbucks Doppio can have extra caffeine. Ask
Okay,
for.
I'm gonna try and bring this back to earth here. Have you ever put drugs in your campaign?
Is that
And I
different
don't
than
mean an
taking
inner city
drugs?
campaign. I mean a D&D.
Well, think about it. Yes, the bard right now has the leaf
Yep.
that you guys can smoke to. So interesting in our campaign, the bard found, there I put the way I flesh out, the area, there's certain herbs and things that you can find, because we have a couple players, like, you have a druid, you have a ranger, and this bard, and they all kind of like to go out and hunt for, there's healing herbs in the area. So one of them is, and I forgot the name of it. You can find it on the blog that I have a whole write up on herbs that are around Hommlet and Verberbonk and the gnarly forest. But anyways, one of them, I think it heals for a D8 of hit points. And then it also, for 4 hours, your dexterity is -4.
Yeah.
So that's a drug, right?
Well, in my campaign, Bigfoot stole my marijuana.
That's unforgivable.
My buddy got this for me from Seattle. That's why.
So somewhere in the depths of the external hard drive here is an adventure where the party gets Black Lotus, and they start taking it and start gaining experience from having Black Lotus ingested.
Black Lotus is in is there a module with Black Lotus in it? There is,
Well,
isn't
they're
there?
mine, but I didn't publish it, so I don't think that's the one you're thinking of. The funny part is they're starting to get all this experience, and they get a few bumps to their stats and start taking on an entire orc encampment, and they wipe out all the orcs, including the orc superheroes and whatnot, and champions. And then the Black Lotus wears off. They all kind of are just exhausted at the end of the day. They go and they don't even sleep with a watch, and they wake up in the morning and they're in the middle of a town that's been decimated.
Huh. Wonder why, right?
And they're like,
the magic user's out of fireball spells.
Yeah, and they're all like, "Oh crap! Did we do something bad?" And it was meant to be a head shrinker, obviously. And are there going to be repercussions? And that follows them, by the way, for months, worried about, will anybody discover that we wiped out this small town because we were, tripping?
Huh. Yeah, I don't think I've ever introduced like drug usage into any of my games.
Exactly, Mark.
Right.
Too slow is the good stuff. Isn't and you guys can probably correct me, because I'm trying to remember, I think in Jeff's Hyperborea, isn't Lotus a big thing in his world there too? Yeah.
That is where I borrowed it from, yes. And not from Jeff, but from Conan, so yes.
Yeah, and I think that was part of he incorporated that in his world a little bit. But I could be wrong. By the way, Jeff's going to be on the show in the week after I come back from once North Texas is done, I got a whole regiment of people coming on our normal guest nights. I know I've been I feel like I don't know. Well, anyways, but we got some people working on getting on here with us, and also people that are confirmed too. So Jeff's one of them. I look forward to really talking to him about just the roots of Hyperborea.
Jeff's a really good writer. I really enjoy.
Yeah, he's a good dude too. I really enjoy every talk I've had with him. I really enjoy him. He's a good dude. So
Hyperborea's got a lot of material too. I mean, he's still cranking that stuff out.
Yeah, I would say, and I've had up until probably his last couple ones, every single thing that from Hyperborea. I did not get 3.0. I did not back or get into that. I kept playing 2, second edition. I don't really even know what he changed in third, but
Yeah.
and I played in a lot of cons, a lot of the games, you know, with Prada and with Chainsaw and, you know, all those guys. Really, really good modules and good. Just I love the world. I like what he did with the world, and I also like that there's no demi-humans. You know, it's all humans, and it's kind of, you know what I mean. That's well, there are, but you know what I mean. It's focused on
Now your campaign you're running, Angelo. What did you say? It's human centric.
Well,
Not really.
not really. We just every player in it is human. We've had half elves and half elves and half elves and a gnome and dwarfs and but really right now the campaigns consists of all humans.
Well, and the dwarf player kind of dropped out because he maxed his level, which is the problem with dwarves. Because
Yeah.
it's only like level 8 or something.
You know,
like
one
that.
of
Well,
my
he did something that he killed himself too, and I don't
did.
know if he wanted to do that, but the fact that he decided to do something on his own, and it really was, you know, there's a lot of, you
It
know,
was
if I
ill-advised.
create a dungeon, right, I know what's in that room, I know what's going to be there, and it's written to where I know that the players have a chance to get. There's always a way, you know what I mean? Sure, it can be hard, but he decided to open up this sarcophagus by himself with nobody around, and there was a freaking vampire in there. You know what I mean?
I'll
And
do it.
yeah, and I think
did.
he was very low on hit points too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't die from energy drain or anything. He died from
Well, it's not like there's not a cleric that can come down in just a turn or you know, a combat round or two, dude. Just wait.
Right.
You know, no, he didn't want to wait. So.
You know, what's interesting is one of my favorite memories, one of my most fondest memories of when it's probably 82-ish, playing D&D with an uncle of one of my buddies, my best friend, his uncle. We played D&D and he ran a dwarf, and he was a 10th level dwarf with an axe. So he was maxed out on level.
Okay.
But he didn't care. It was just, he would just play every once in a while and just have fun.
Yeah.
And it was just one of the greatest memories because everyone knew he was maxed out. Everyone else could still level. He didn't care. He's running around as a dwarf with a magical axe, and he's fighting, and we're just playing a game, and it was pretty cool. So I'm not so sure that, I mean, I get it, right? If you're gonna max out your demi-human, right? No, not demi-human, right? What am I thinking?
Yeah.
What are okay?
You're thinking demigod
instead of human.
No, I'm thinking like an orc. An orc isn't a demi-human. They're a
humanoid.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, some folks might get tripped out on that, right? Being all capped out. But sometimes that's the best way to play. It's just when you just are having fun, you don't care.
Back in '82, I could throw a pigskin a quarter mile.
No,
I love that movie, dude. I seriously watch that movie probably once every 6 months or something. Back in '82. Oh my god, you're killing me, guys. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. You know what movie that is, right?
No clue.
Wait, don't tell me, because I thought I knew. I was going to say the Brian Piccolo story, but that's probably not it.
Longest Yard. I don't know.
Oh, that could be it.
Dirty Dozen. No, that's not it.
Here, I'll bring it up.
Uh-oh, here he is. Oh, Napoleon Dynamite. Okay.
Vote for who? Napoleon. Who is it? Vote for
Pedro.
Pedro. Vote for Pedro.
Vote for Pedro.
They make t-shirts.
I thought so. That movie was hilarious, dude.
Yeah, I gotta buy one of those t-shirts.
I was gonna bring up the video of that scene, but I don't know if you're allowed to do that.
I don't know if you are either. Yeah.
I don't know.
Vote for Pedro. Love it.
Yeah. God, what were we talking about?
Well, I tried to steer us back to D&D by asking about drugs in your campaign, but
yeah.
We derailed again.
Have any of you guys in the chat introduced anything like that in your campaign? I don't want to say the word.
You can buy a Vote for Pedro shirt for $11.95.
You can.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
It's Uncle Rico, dude.
We should make a vote for Angelo. Vote for Angelo. Sure.
Yeah. Why choose the lesser evil? Yeah.
Vote for Pedro. God, that was a great movie.
I think I've seen it, but I might have fallen asleep halfway through.
Yeah, it's hard to watch. It's so
hard
funny.
to watch. What do you mean?
It's crazy comedy. I mean, it's like, well, I'm comparing it to what was
Revenge of the Nerds. I don't know.
Oh no. What's that one where they're on the back of an old fire truck and they're just waving? It was like called Blue something or another. Blue. Oh, I don't know. I'm losing my mind tonight. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. It was fun. It was a great.
You took the Black Lotus, didn't you? Okay. Yeah, that never got published because everybody I worked with said, "Don't publish that." Oh my God, yeah. That's a non-recoverable sin.
82 was a great year to graduate from high school.
Was it after 4 years, or did it take a little longer? Now, let's be honest. No one of consequence.
He started in 64, graduated in 82.
Graduated in 82.
Back then, you weren't guaranteed to graduate, right? Not like today. Today, they're like, "Yep, you're graduating no matter what happens." There you go. That's right. Val
Varsity Blues. Ah.
Blue. What was I thinking of?
That's Uncle Rico right there. Well.
Now, is he talking about the mountains that run up along Vermont there, or no? Okay. I saw the fade, and I thought maybe those mountains.
No one of consummate. You graduated from high school in 82. Yeah. Why vote for the lesser evil?
When I was a junior, we had a word for guys like that. We called them freshmen. Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
What year did you graduate, Greg?
85.
85. How about you, Chris?
1980.
1980. Wow.
And I had a Firebird to drive to school.
Somebody upstairs just yelled, "I was born in 1980."
Sorry about that.
Well, there's nice. a few key facts for the 80s, those of us who were in high school in the 80s. So in Illinois, anyways. So in Illinois, in 85, there were no DUIs. So 86 was the first DUI. So imagine the progression of laws from 81 to 85. 81, there were no laws. 19, drive to Wisconsin, whatever you want to do. 82, they would take your beer and send you home.
Yep.
83, they'd take your beer, send you home, and maybe give you a ticket. 84, they'd give you a ticket, take your beer, and send you home. 85, they would take your beer, take your fingerprints, and say
take your license.
That's right. But it was hilarious. It was just the progression in the high school in the 80s. I mean, and then 86, I graduated, I go to college. Next thing you know, they got DUIs out. All the high school kids are in trouble. Those were the years.
It's 1980, and I go to the liquor store because I know I'm going to college in just 3-4 short months, right? And so I go to the liquor store. I load up on a case of bourbon, okay, because I want to be popular at college. All right. I get to college, and they've changed the drinking age. So I can no longer buy booze. Guess who the most popular 19-year-old freshman was at my college? The kid who legally bought a full case of bourbon because nobody's buying any anymore. Yes.
Wow. We could sit here and talk about stories I probably shouldn't say. So I won't.
Oh man, this is the place to do it. By the way, everybody in here. So yeah, you're putting your year you graduated. Roy Lovejoy says 1991. That's the year I graduated.
Roy
And
Lovejoy. That's a
that
great name.
That must be that you were born in 73, right?
1977, I got a ticket for street racing that wasn't, it was a warning ticket for 142 miles an hour. Honest to God.
And that's
A
only because
warning.
you stopped. That's only because you stopped.
That was his only
I did
brush
stop.
with the,
I
that
was
was his
16. You know,
that was his only brush with the law too ever in his life.
not entirely, but yeah,
Oh.
I got
If you say
pulled
so.
over once for not having my license with me and driving with my head out the window looking at the rear of the car because I wanted to see if my air shock fix it had worked. It was 4 in the morning.
Getting pulled over for a ticket is not brush with the law. Yeah.
Okay, well that's all. That was it. Yeah.
Well, it's an
I know.
interaction.
You told
Other
me
than
that.
that, I've never gotten caught doing anything else. I mean, I've never done anything else. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the funniest movies about getting with the law and stuff. Because what was the Lovejoy on here? Yep, Roy Lovejoy brings back memories of McLovin. Remember McLovin?
Yes, McLovin.
Dude, I love that name. I want to
Yeah,
change my
yeah.
name to McLovin.
You
That'd
can do
be
that.
awesome.
And you know,
And then when he goes in the grocery store and the cops are like, dude, that name is so cool.
my first tank of gas, I paid 9 cents a gallon.
I believe it. You were born what? 1840? What was it?
Dude, I don't even know. I don't even know why I said Lovejoy. You're right. It says Love Day. What the hell? What was wrong with me? Dude, you guys are screwing me up today, man. Sorry about that, dude.
No fighting on the railroad. Yeah. Okay.
Lost Missionary. I never seen you on here, and
welcome.
And that's awesome. Left school in 1981. Yeah, I barely graduated in 91. I had to make up my senior and junior year in 1 year because I got thrown out of school my sophomore year.
Bad boy.
And I'm not telling you guys why.
Well, let's put it this way. It couldn't be any worse than I show up for my first day in high school, and it's one of my best friends to soon be is being wheeled out on a gurney by the paramedics because he tried marijuana for the first time in his life and it didn't go so well. And that winds up being one of my future best friends, right? I'm like, oh my gosh. And then that year, so this is what, 81? Oh my gosh. I don't want to take over the whole show. I'm sorry, but
no, keep going, please.
It's senior prank day, and I'm walking down the hallway. And what do I see come running down the stairs? A greased pig. It put Vaseline all over. And it's a freaking hog running down the hallway. It was amazing. It was fantastic. It was nuts. Those were the days.
On senior ditch day, I had a friend ask me if he could, and I had a really nice little car that I had purchased from the local college because they didn't want to fix it. It was a Porsche 914 I got for $50. And I fixed it, and I was driving it to high school back and forth instead of my Firebird. And a kid asked me for senior ditch day, dude, can I borrow your Porsche? And I was like, well, yeah, as long as you promise to replace it if you wreck it, sure. He's like, yeah, no problem. So everything goes fine. And I get called in the office the day after senior ditch day. You're busted, mister. You're getting a 3-day suspension. Why? Because you ditched yesterday. I didn't ditch yesterday. Where's your proof? And they have a picture of my Porsche going past the high school.
That's it.
And I was like, I wasn't driving that. Chris, there aren't 2 of those Porsches in Lake County, okay?
Right.
Don't be giving us that crap, you know. And I actually had to have my friend go to the office and say, no, Chris borrowed me the car yesterday. I got called back to the office. Okay, you're scot-free, asshole.
Senior ditch day.
Senior ditch day, yeah. We all went down to
brings back memories.
Well, you can't go to the Tasty Freeze in your Porsche. You got to take. I had a 75 Firebird, but yeah, you got to take your Firebird. You know,
right?
Yeah,
that's when all engines were V8s, weren't they?
No,
everything was.
Firebird came with a straight 6. Now mine didn't still have a straight 6, but yeah, they all came with straight 6.
Yeah, Lost Missionary is here from the UK, man. Thanks for being a player DM since 1976, dude. That's super cool.
Nice.
Where in the UK are you? Yeah, and there's some Mark says he had a 78 Firebird. got me
Beautiful. Great
into
cards.
me into and out of some trouble on more than one occasion.
Yeah.
And Agile said his grandmother drove a Firebird, and she meant it if you get me. Yeah, there you go.
I shoehorned a 68 400 block into my 75.
What year Firebird was that, Chris, that had the eagle on the hood with the 6.6?
Oh no, it's just Trans Am.
Just Trans Am?
Trans Ams, which is a special kind of Firebird. It's still a Firebird, but it's a special Firebird. They had the Firebird formula, and the Trans Am.
And the Trans Am had the shaker on the shaker on the hood with the
and a little spoiler in the back. That's a Trans Am.
Yeah, those were.
Yeah, he said he got a 350 V8. Yeah, 65 Holly, 44 Martin, same
nice
650. Here, yeah, we're definitely glad you're here for sure. 1980 Camaro, blue sky. There you go.
I gave the Firebird to my mom, who drove it to Waukegan High School, and got the nickname Hot Rod Sandy. She was a bus driver at Waukegan High School.
There you go.
And of course, I had painted a fire engine red at that point, jacked it up, put big tires on it. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Cotswolds. I don't know where that's at.
Lost Missionary, welcome.
Thanks for the warm welcome. You're bet, man. Thanks for jumping on, and I'm glad you're here.
76
I don't know
Monte
where
Carlo.
Cotswolds. I'll have to look that up.
Suspensions were too light on the mid 70s Monte Carlos. Other than that, it was a good car because full frame. You could soup the heck out of them.
And didn't it come with bucket seats front?
Well, they fit. I don't know if it actually came from the factory with them, but almost all of them had them.
But they also spun. I think they turned too, didn't so you can get in and out? No.
One of the cars had those in that era. I can't remember if it was the Monte. It might have been.
I think it might have been. Oh no, maybe it was a Malibu. No, it was probably
Malibu. It was a version of the Chevelle.
Okay.
Yeah, Chevelle Malibu. So, whereas the Monte Carlo, the car was too long for the suspension under it. So if you see any of them still running around that haven't been fully hot rodded, they drag ass. I mean, you see them dragging ass all the time because they whop out the rear springs real bad. But yeah.
Okay.
And no more car talk. You'll get me going on too much stuff.
Are we talking about D&D tonight? Is that what we're talking about?
D&D tonight. D&D tonight. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was great.
I love forcing the occasional moral question in a campaign too, to be honest with you.
What's that?
Forcing a moral question on the characters, because some of them are lawful, and whether or not they're lawful good in real life doesn't matter. It's how they're supposed to be as a character. Force them to get into character. And so, for instance, these goblins won't kill themselves, right? You walk into this one place, and there's a stream running through the cave, and there's a goblin woman doing laundry with her kid next to her.
Yeah.
Well, there's still goblin guards everywhere. Do you let her go so she can go warn the guards? Or do you kill her to keep her quiet? You're going to kill an unarmed woman and her kid to keep them quiet because you don't want to face the guards. I mean, it's tough because neither choice is a good one.
Well, an unarmed goblin is still
so far all the parties have killed the woman and her kid. Yeah. So it's still a goblin.
Right. Well, they've got
that's an interesting one. Yeah, I mean, how do you deal with that? I mean, obviously with a lawful good paladin.
Oh, right. And the paladin, of course, is like, I don't know if we should do. And the clerics are always like, this doesn't sound like. I mean, can't we just tie them up or something? And meanwhile, the thieves and the mages are all like, yeah, let's tie them up and drown them.
Yeah, no one of consequence no one of consequence just debunked your whole scenario.
Right.
Yes, goblins do laundry. Otherwise, by the time the kids were ready to get out of their diapers, they'd be diapered up to their necks. It'd be just like the sack of baby with a head poking out. I mean, you know what.
Now, isn't that dilemma raised in the Cave of Chaos? The Caves of Chaos? Isn't that module have
it does.
I think it does in one of the rooms there, but I think that they will fight you. And they pick up weapons to defend themselves. So I think the question's answered by the actions of the creature. Yeah.
Well, One of my playtest groups let the woman and her child go, and sure enough, not 10 feet from the cave, they start screaming. I mean, you can still hear them when you're in the cave. And then, of course, the characters that wanted to kill them look at the other ones and go, "See, look what you did." You know.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a tough dilemma.
Blair says she's off to bed, nerds. Bless you, and I'll behave in my absence.
As long as behave can mean behave poorly, no problem.
Or you shall receive 20 lashing.
Oh, I'm definitely not going to behave.
So this is an A or B. This is an if and or whatever you want to do question, right? We get a choice. Is that what you're saying, Blair?
It sounds like a choice. It sounds like your hands, your arms being twisted right now. Yeah. Mark says, if they're evil, why not?
That's true.
You slink out.
Because they could be saved and become good.
Let me see. Don't threaten us with a Mark. It comes down to not what's their nature is, but what's yours. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah, I like it.
Well,
Goblins are evil, but characters, but are the characters. Yeah.
What I found too was it creates a small amount of party strife.
It does.
All of the players will work towards solving, and so it brings the party closer together too. But over time, not immediately. Immediately, it actually splits them apart. But when they come back together, they understand each other better.
Yeah. You know, one thing good about the current our current campaign right now, Greyhawk, our Greyhawk campaign called Hommlet Dark. Check it out if you guys want. I'll put the link in the chat for the blog, and there's a lot of cool stuff on there. But anyways, what I really like about that is not everybody's the same alignment. Like you have a wide range of alignments there. You have the lawful good, you have some lawful neutral, you have some chaotic in there. It's all over. And then you have I think, is your character lawful good? Yeah.
Mine?
Yeah. Lawful neutral, right?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I mean, and you have many gods that are being, from the Flanet, from the Flaness are worshipped. You have Alona, you have Cuthbert, you got a couple other ones.
You won't mention, which is good.
Yeah, I won't mention. But Dreg, you're a horrible individual. That is very untrue.
I run a lot of games without chaotic evil characters. I do.
Yeah. Horrible. How dare you? Wrong again, Drag. Somebody says. God, man, when Drag said gross, that's what set me off. Oh, it was so good.
That was
no, but I like that because the alignment change differences and everybody plays like their alignment. It's really, really interesting.
You should, right?
Back as a GM and all the dialogue that you guys have in the group, based on your motivations of your character and your alignment and just circumstances that have been happening or have happened or things that you're associated with, dude, it's been some really cool back and forth dialogue.
Here's a question for you and the audience. Have you ever had a game where as a DM, you have been warning characters or you have migrated the character's alignment to fit their play style?
Rarely,
right?
But yes. Yeah.
Like somebody maybe starts as neutral, but you've got a paladin in the group, a lawful good cleric, and over time, they may be neutral today, but over time, they're hanging with the good boys and girls, and they're doing good things. And as a DM, are you ever prompted to say, you know what? You're now neutral good because your tendencies are good. Have you guys ever done that?
I had a chaotic neutral player that negotiated a truce between two kingdoms. And I was like, dude, remember how you used to be chaotic neutral? Yeah, you're lawful neutral now. I went all the way across. Okay. I said, you did. Yeah. I said, you put something down in writing that becomes law. That's pretty much the definition of lawful. Yeah.
Well, chaotic neutral is one of the most chaotic. I selfish.
I let him play it for a little while.
Yeah, that's a rough one to play because you really don't care about anyone or anything but
just
yourself.
Self-centered, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that's the quintessential. Yeah, I'm not. You'll never know what I do. Type of.
Right.
Yeah.
Never needs to be
until it's too late. You won't know what I do until it's too late because I'm already gone.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Chow chow.
So to answer your question, I have seen it a couple times where I'm like, dude, you're not being a certain, consider writing this on your sheet instead. And the players generally are like, okay, cool. Yeah. Or there's never been an argument about it. It's usually like, I come at it like, dude, think about it. You're not acting this way. Not that there's any kind of penalty for it, but it's more like, dude, you probably should change. He's like, yeah, I am. This needs to change. You're right. But more times than not, I've had players start with a certain alignment and say, you know what, I'm changing my alignment. And then we kind of look at, yeah, makes sense to me.
Well,
I wonder if that might be one way to approach alignment is during character creation, like a paladin has to be lawful good. You don't have a choice there.
Yeah.
A cleric of a specific deity tends
That's
to
another
be
case.
Right. It could be, yeah. But for other players, I wonder if assigning alignment after they play for a couple months to find out how they play would make sense.
Once you turn third level, yes.
Yeah.
You don't get to.
Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting way to do it because realistically, what character class really is, has a guideline?
Yeah.
Well, Rangers.
I mean, Rangers, Druids,
Paladins,
Cavaliers.
Irving's final act
lawful, right?
Yeah. Well, Irving's final act as a paladin was really chaotic good. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Because everyone else said, I don't know, according to the law, you should be doing this. And you did this. And he was, well, it can't wait. That sounds like, my personal moral compass is X. And, okay, but that's more chaotic than it is group law,
Yeah. Huh. And alignment's that tricky. It's that tricky subject.
The way I look at alignment, for me, alignment's very cut and dry, right? Good, evil, or neutral, right? Neutral is tough to, you're kind of a switch hitter, right? Good, evil, or neutral, right? Okay, but then when you get to the law side, I've always looked at law as being you're group minded, right? Chaotic, you're more individual minded, right? That's how I kind of differentiate the two.
Well, to me, if you're lawful, you're following either the kingdom's law or holy law, one of the two.
Yeah, I mean that's the same thing, though. I mean,
you're by the book is the point.
But individually,
you're. But the individual does things by the book. That's lawful. Yeah. The individual is always innovative or takes initiative all the time in decision making. That's more chaotic. Now, I don't find chaotic necessarily bad, but it's more chaotic than it is lawful.
There was a line stated, I can't remember where I saw it or heard it, but it was, there are plenty of law. It was probably in one of those audiobooks. Yes, I think it was. Greyhawk audiobooks. I think I'm gonna have to find it again. I have no problem listening to those things over and over. But the line was this: there are plenty of laws that keep evil men in power.
True.
So if I'm lawful good and the kingdom's laws are X, but they're I guess they're fair. They're not evil laws. They're fair to the populace. Everyone's taxed at the same rate. This, that, and the other. This is the law of the land. But if you are lawful good, and that law is written by someone who is not an honest person, they're corrupted, do you have to follow?
The law you would follow if you're a fighter but not a paladin is just chivalry.
Right.
Which is pretty universal law throughout the fighter classes. I don't know if you can be a lawful good thief. That would be a tough one. Okay. And I'm trying to think, lawful good mage. there's got to be I would think there would be like an ethical code of conduct among mages that you would have to adhere to, such as I don't swipe the other guy's spells when he comes up with them or something, you know.
Yeah, but why wouldn't that? You know, what would take it away from one mage being that way, though? You know what I mean? That's why I don't think they have alignment requirement.
You wouldn't do something, for instance, though, that would undermine the
why not
morality, the morale. I'm sorry, not moral. The morale of a town, because that threatens their unity as a town. See, that would
that's very lawful thinking. Yeah,
right.
You know, there's enough information in the DMG for 1E on alignment. You could do a whole show on alignment. That might be a decent show.
But but back to what, I think that's great. Back to what I'm saying about like individual versus kind of group minded. That's what I mean. Right. I mean, you brought in the laws of the land. I mean, that's lawful good. I mean, somebody that's you could have a lawful neutral society or a lawful evil society or a lawful really depends, but in strict laws. You know what I mean? Like somebody that. But I don't think of the alignment of a person. I mean, it falls into that category about, well, I obey the laws. Okay. But I also see, like, do you see a chaotic good person doing things for the good of the group?
Sure. But under their own set of morals. In other words,
see, Mac Thompson mentions it in the notes. I think he answered the question for me. I might have been a little off. He says you would follow your code, your guild or order's laws. So you may be a lawful good person in a town where you're like, these rules are keeping these people in power. My laws are goodness, fairness.
Yeah, I don't think that has to do anything with alignment. What he's saying. I think that's that's just your code. That's a code.
Yeah, but that code.
I think Mac's point is if you're sitting around the campfire with a bunch of guys who share your profession and you're all lawful, the answer to any question about, so what would you do in this combat scenario, is always going to be the same amongst every single guy there, because there's an unwritten code of warriors or something that is a lawful code.
Brotherhood or whatever. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, we should dive into this on an episode.
Well, and you tend not to lie. That's the other big one. Is you tend not.
That's true. That's true.
Now, lying can be very beneficial.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, sometimes we lie to save the feelings of our friends, But, like, you have a really good show, Angela. No, I'm kidding. But you wouldn't lie so readily as a lawful as you would as a chaotic, because you have your own moral code that you follow if you're chaotic.
Right.
Yeah, he makes a point here too. The code of chivalry is another set of laws.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. All good points.
I mean, if you think about it, a chaotic evil thief, right, could still be beholden to the laws of that guild. Does that mean he's
but I don't think but I don't think he'd necessarily. I mean, he would
not chaotic evil.
Yeah, I don't see him.
Like, man, wait till you hear how I put one over on the guild today.
That's right. I don't know.
Came out 200 gold richer too. Those idiots, Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of disagree on that a little bit, but I don't know.
It'll take a while to formulate your arguments and present them with your next video. I get it. It's cool.
Yeah, we should do that. Yeah, you're right though. The DMG's got some. I mean,
got some meaty stuff.
It gives great examples of every single alignment in there.
It gives good definition around it as well.
Yes.
Yeah. It does. It really does. What alignment are you if you had to
as a
place
person?
it on you, Greg?
As a person?
Yeah.
Neutral good.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Chris?
I was trying to think of what you would call it.
No, lawful neutral. Neutral good, lawful neutral.
I like it, yeah.
I'm probably chaotic.
Yes, you are.
Yeah,
yes, you are.
I'm glad you got the first part right.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah,
Thanks,
chaotic.
great.
Chaotic juvenile. There you go.
Next contestant.
Yeah.
Chaotic.
Yeah.
He's just
Valamar Cleaver says something very interesting about paladins. I like it. The Scarlet Brotherhood in the gold box is labeled as lawful neutral. Oh my god, you're killing me.
Is that gold box worth getting? Is that gold box
if
worth
a paladin has to pick between good and law, they are supposed to pick good. Any evil act causes them to lose their status permanently, but they can't atone for a chaotic act.
That's
true. Yeah, they can. You're right. Yeah, they're supposed to uphold the
goodness first. Yep.
Yeah. So if the laws of the land are, all women and children must be killed, of course they're going to go against that, right?
And that's a dramatic one, but yes, you're right.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I know.
Extreme example.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm lawful good.
As an extremist.
You are?
To the extreme.
So Chris is straight chaotic.
I'm a deplorable lawful good.
You're lawful good. I'm neutral good, and Chris is chaotic.
Chaotic juvenile. Yeah.
Chaotic anything.
You know what? I'm curious.
He just goes to BX and he's just chaotic.
You know what? I'm curious for everyone in the chat. List what you believe your personality alignment is. I'm curious to see.
I would love to see that. And by the way, we already got an answer from no one of consequence. He's lawful beer.
Thanks,
there you
go.
Lawful beer.
Lawful beer.
All right, you guys, put your closest alignment to yourself in the chat. And I bet you Dreg's going to say chaotic evil.
Hey, McLovin's neutral good as well. I knew I liked that guy.
Drag, I have my folio, one of my copies of my folio packed away. Oh, here's another one. I would say I'm bringing it to North Texas. I want Alan to sign it because he was editor.
I'll warn him. I mean, sure, okay.
I'm also getting a couple copies of Ghost Tower signed from him, so I can give them away here.
Nice.
Yeah. Here's the folio. Here you go. You mean this right here, Drag?
Oh, is that my copy?
I gotta see if it. Oh, you said the gold box. Okay, I'll look in the gold box and see what they say about the Scarlet Brotherhood.
Mark the Shark is.
I think they started out lawful neutral. You're right, and then they later on in life they turn them to lawful evil or something like that.
No one
so Max Thompson says chaotic neutral good to lawful. Is that what he's saying there? Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
Well, hello there. Good to see you. And you are true neutral. I like that. Good to see you on here. Drag is true neutral with good tendencies. Oh my God. You are so full of it, Drag. I know you're chaotic evil. Let me see. Seriously, I'd probably be closest to lawful good. And that's from no one of consequence. I like that. Lawful beer is lawful good, right? But no laws, but some laws are ass. Yeah. And Mark says lawful good in real life. I like that. Since I'm flying to North Texas, I'm bringing very little with me. Okay, cool. Lawful good in real life. Yep. Agile. Yep. I agree.
Does your friend realize that you refer to them as very little?
Yeah. Most people possibly have a little of all alignments within them, though gravitating to the lawful in the main. Okay. Yep, I am 1, 2. Now seeing why I'm bringing some. Okay.
Tennessee, you got to bring something. Bring one book with you, Tennessee. Get something signed.
Oh yeah.
True neutral with good tendencies is a spell I researched. Okay, I like it. Yeah, that's very good. Woo. Love it. Yeah, lawful good. That's the way. That's most people on here, lawful good. So, Chris, that means that you are an arch enemy of a lot of us.
Okay.
All of us.
People keep telling me. People tell me I'm weird all the time, and I tell them no. Weird is a matter of perspective. From where I stand, I'm normal, and you're all weird.
Yeah, I agree. I admit that. I admit that you're weird.
Well, when you live in chaos,
or Wisconsin.
Right.
As the case may be, Yeah.
Hey,
Wow.
didn't you, Chris, didn't you have a medieval garb sale today up at the brat shop up by you?
That's actually a bit south of me where my daughter lives, but yeah.
Yeah, the Ren Fair. I think the Ren Fair had a huge sale
They're
on medieval
actually
wear.
Ren Fair's right on the border.
Yeah.
But, well,
you didn't hear about that?
You no, I don't remember this.
You ever go there?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of alignments, what's interesting, guys? I just bought a suit of armor.
Uh-oh.
And so I'm
Is it
gonna
a
make
chainmail
a
bikini?
stand for it so I can kind of mount it. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant you put a lawyer on retainer.
No, let's not talk about lawyers.
I thought he bought a chainmail bikini. He's gonna wear it to North Texas.
Dude, that would be awesome.
No, that would not be awesome.
I got the body for it, dude.
What? Okay, Chris, I think we're on the wrong show.
Dirtiest look I ever got. We're packing up after Gen Con back in the 90s, right? And Brenda's a baby. And I mean, we used to take her to the con because we do the con anyway. And we put her in a one of those, playpen things, right, for the con. And I'm trying to get her to stop crying. And Chainmail Girl, wearing nothing but her chainmail bikini, comes up and goes, "Can I hold the baby?" And scoops her out of my arms. And Marcia's sitting there. And honest to God, I could have lit a cigarette with the glance I got. Holy crap. It's like, honey, she's taking my child and my husband. No, she's not. She's going out with Phil. It's okay. But anyway, yeah.
What suit of armor did you get, Angelo?
Chainmail bikini.
I can show you pictures, but it's.
Is it plate mail, chainmail?
It's mail. Let me see.
Roman leather.
Are you going to put it on an armor stand and put it in your room?
I think I am. Yeah, I put it right back.
Nice. That's
cool. Is the one with the helm that has the zipper in it?
Yeah. No.
I saw that one on the Minecraft boards. Yeah. Okay.
So here. I don't know if you guys can see this.
We can see it.
Ooh.
Is that upside down?
Yeah, it's upside down. Well, it's taken from the top down.
If it was,
it looks like it weighs a lot. Are you going to be able to actually carry all that load? I mean, you're going to be.
I know. I'm going to have to check encumbrance afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that!
Even the pointy shoes.
Yeah.
Dude.
There's
And are you going to wear anything under it? Or just
no, I'm not going to wear it. I'm going to put it on a stand, and I got conned into buying it.
People.
There you go.
Yeah.
Never been a hot rod in my life that I didn't just drive. Ever.
Oh, you're saying that because I'm buying it, I need to wear it?
Yes.
You should do a show in it.
You should run an event in it.
The
temple. The temple.
Everybody's got to be cavaliers or knights, right?
No, you can come as the orc champion. Have a green orc mask on under the helm. There you go.
Greg, I don't know, to be honest with you, but I'll send you the pictures so you can check it out and tell me.
It looked fairly gothic.
Look at Agile Monk had a full set of
armor, but it was many years ago. I bought bracers. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys know what this is. I don't know. I like I said, I got conned into buying it. So
yes, it does have pointy shoes, Frank.
It does. Here, let's look at the pointy shoes. Are those shoes? Yeah, it does have pointy shoes.
Those are roach killers. You chase the roach into a corner and then you kick them.
And
That's why you got those pointy toes.
It's got the gauntlets and everything. It's pretty.
Be a little careful kicking your horse wearing that, though.
Oh, it's got a cute. Look at it. It's got a cute
how
little.
slow the game would be if he was wearing plate armor. It'd take forever for him to roll dice.
Yeah. So I'm gonna blazon it with Cuthbert's seal on the front.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, you guys, this has been a lot of fun. What do you think?
I was laughing my tail off.
Just
remember, vote for Pedro.
Vote for Pedro. Couple things.
Now, what do we got coming up?
I put a couple polls, I think, polls or posts in the YouTube's posting area. So check them out. and there's a couple, I think, members only posts on there. Also, so check it out. If you guys get a chance, please go on there and look at that and vote in there. I made some changes to some of the perk levels. Check that out too, because there's going to be some changes here on some things. So I'm not going to get into all of them, but I think you guys can all see them when you go in there. But yeah, this next week, I don't know if we'll have a live stream on Monday because I'll be traveling. But if I get to, I was thinking of like doing something weird on Monday. So I'll let you guys know. Maybe we'll all jump on. But Thursday I'll be streaming from North Texas, and
That'll be cool.
And then also on Saturday we'll do another hangout from North Texas. So and then also remember, if you're at North Texas, a bunch of us are doing like a, just as part of a, anyway, just meet us there at 10 o'clock. And if you're here in the channel and you know about it, just be there, and it'd be free booze. So
free beer, free
from me and Tankar. We're going to buy some buckets, and
because
those of you guys who like to drink beer. I don't drink. I don't think Tankar knows that, but I don't drink either. But I'll have a near beer or something. So actually, I'm bringing my own near stuff, so that'll be fun. But that's what I did last year too. I snuck in near bourbon because
what is that?
Sacrilege, among other things.
Is that bourbon on the rocks?
Huh?
Is that bourbon on the rocks?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's near because it's watered down.
Rocks. Yeah,
it's watered down. But anyways, yeah. So so look forward to that. I actually did schedule them already, so they're in their same times and all that. So we'll do that. And I think we're doing some other kind of joint stuff over there, since some of us are.
Dude, you're gonna have a blast. You're gonna have a blast.
So
it just sounds like
looking forward to. Yeah, if you see me out there, please come up and we'll hang out. So. What else was I gonna say? I can't remember. Anyways, how about from you guys? What's happening?
Well, I'm gonna miss Texas, and now I'm really jonesing for it. But you guys,
yeah, we'll see. We'll be together at North at
a few others, but there's folks I won't see Ian for the rest of the week, for the rest of the year. I mean,
yeah. So,
you have to go around and say hi to everybody for me.
Heidi's going to be there too. So
yeah,
you're
Cliff's going to be down there, and a whole bunch.
You're missing out on seeing one of the Gygaxes.
Right? Heidi's cool.
Yeah,
she's so chill.
She's a lot of fun. Well, Eric is the funnier of the two. I mean, I'm sorry, Heidi, but it is true. Eric is funnier. He is.
Is that because he makes more jokes?
He does.
Okay.
I'm not sure he means to, but he does. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, Matt, you have a game that runs till midnight that night. Okay, well, I'm sure we'll still be around by midnight, so I'll save you a couple beers. How's that?
We'll be trying to close the bar at 2.
Yeah, it'll still be open. So when your game's done, come over to the bar, and I'm sure we'll still be there. So
you can,
like I said, I'll get you one. Even if we're out, I got your first round. So let me see here. But anyways, you guys remember this too. Let's see what this one is. Oh, listen to this one. This is a neat call. Citizen assist. Old fishing boat outside of the house leaking bad fuel on the ground. Full of water, unable to locate the drain. I can't believe they're calling the fire department for that.
Yeah, put a gray tub under it.
Yeah, put a bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. Our chief's probably going to tell them we're not going out there.
My gas tank rusted through after 20 years. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah. Okay.
Anyways, yeah, you guys. So don't forget about Agile Monks Kickstarter. This is it. Scan it. Go to it. Let's support
Back
him.
it.
Let's back it. Everybody back it. Let me see
Back
where
it.
we're at right now.
Yep.
Agile, I'm gonna look right now and see where we're at. We're at 22.8. Let me see, 22,187. You're almost there. 10 grand away. A little under 10 grand.
Plenty of time, right?
Hazmat, yes. It's a hazmat call.
And what's coming out of there is basically varnish at this point. It's not actually gasoline.
Yeah. I don't.
It really is.
Know.
It's varnish. That's what it degenerates to after the microbes have had their way with it.
Chaotic Chris.
Yeah, interesting. I don't know. All right, you guys. Anyways, any parting words for my fabulous co-pilots tonight?
I am this evening putting into the Castle Wolf Moon campaign a submission by Angelo Chiriaco. Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's that? Oh, you're
that would
putting
be
in
yours, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you will be surprised at where it wound up.
What?
Pleasantly surprised, but surprised nonetheless. I took your story and I added a few more twists to it, such as the epistate, who is highly skilled, that works directly under Yatros, stole the blade and went back to Algrond and tried doing some things with it and selling it to somebody and making a name for himself so that he could become an Archon. And it kind of backfires. Yeah, it kind of backfires. But he's definitely one of your chaotic neutral types. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I was. Well, I'll just tell you straight up that weapon's out of. And I shouldn't say it. Never mind.
Okay.
We'll talk about it another time.
Okay. Don't tell me that you borrowed it from someone.
No, that's fully my.
Okay.
No,
then we're good.
but what
it's
something that you actually seen before.
Well, and the epistate could not make weapon
in a campaign that I did.
The epistate could not make the weapon do what the original Yatros wanted it to do either, but he developed a spell that can sort of do what the weapon's supposed to. An incredibly evil spell that, if you get his notebook, if you can find it and translate it from Cryptosian, you can learn this horribly evil spell that will allow you to age people and take some of their youth from them.
I love it. Real quick, what no one of consequence says, hit the like button. You guys, if you guys all can, hit the like button right now, please. And if you also choose to, if you dare, check out my latest series on I called it the DM Masterclass. I know.
Right.
It's a funny term, but there's some cool stuff in there. It really was. I kind of did those videos for me. It is a reminder for me to keep it simple and have fun. So check them out if you guys can. And another thing too, yes, hit the like button. And if you do also choose to even dive deeper, consider becoming a member to the channel. It really helps kind of keep the wheels rolling and all that neat stuff. So membership does give a couple perks, cool things, so check it out. And if you choose to accept the mission, it's there for you, and I really appreciate it.
Now, Angelo, you did the giveaway, right? You did the module.
I did, yes, I did, and I'm waiting for this person to get back with me. Mandu, this is it. I still have it here. So we got one week to get a hold of me.
What's next month's? What's next month's giveaway?
I don't know. I was thinking
Isn't
about
it that bar of gold you had?
I was thinking about maybe a copy of Tomb of Horrors. I don't know.
Ooh.
Next month I have, I also have a couple copies of Molbe Basic Rules that I could do.
Blue copy?
It's
Gold Vase, not blue.
Yeah, BX. Yeah. So I could do that also. I have a couple copies of Holmes. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, that might be
I
something.
think your
put a
choice should be
poll out and
random
see what-
from the box.
That's a good idea to put a poll and see what the next giveaway should be.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Well, they don't know.
pick
They
like
don't know what
four
you
of them.
have. They don't know what
Huh?
you have. I don't. We don't know what you have, so I think it's gonna be hard.
Well,
for us
I'll list like 4 of them, and then you guys pick.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, and then the group decides.
Yeah, I mean, I'm picking from this pile right here.
Right.
I'm picking from this pile right here.
That's your.
That should be a
That's
dice
your.
roll.
That's your
And these
1975
ones right here.
collection of. Okay.
Can you have a chart worked out for that by tomorrow?
What's that?
It should be a dice roll. Can you have a chart worked out?
Oh, there
for
you
that by
go,
tomorrow?
dude. Is that original? Did you wait?
Yeah,
put
that's
that
original
back
with
up.
it's original with the map. I'm probably
Put that
gonna
back-
wait till the end of the year for that one, like the
Okay.
anniversary
Dude.
of the
whole
channel,
dice
maybe.
roll?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and I think these are PODs too. This other one over here, I wanted to show you guys. I probably should ask Dreg because he would probably know.
Wasn't he wrong tonight?
Like this
though?
one right here doesn't feel this feels like Dreg knows everything. This is a
Yeah, that's print on. That's print on demand.
Yeah, it is, but it's what's interesting about it is this is print on demand, I think. But
Yes, you
it's
do
got
know
the
Thank you.
I don't know if this was included in like the anniversary. I don't know. I'm not sure. So this could be also something too. So I don't know.
Sure.
There's a bunch of stuff.
Print
Yeah.
on demand isn't a bad way to go. It's a decent product. I mean, they're
Yeah.
clean. I mean, of course, they're not the originals, but they are decent copies for most part.
Yeah.
Let's you bring Bigfoot into your campaign.
Roll for
Where's
the
the-
book after you roll for who wins, huh? That's a good.
I would, yeah.
Possible.
See, cool ideas coming out of the woodwork here. I'm telling you.
Yeah, well, that was Dreg. Dreg's always got great. Yeah, perfect bound instead of I have a couple things that are print on. You know what? I also have that I have a print on demand copy of. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shoot. We lost
Got a
him.
print on demand copy of.
Let's
Hold
talk
On.
about him while he's gone. Let's go.
Yeah.
Everyone.
That's the
Fill
new
up the chat
module
with
from
stuff.
Advanced Fantasy Gaming. Hold on. No, I'm sorry.
Right?
So I never told you about the module I wrote with. There's a big cavern full of undead, and the village below the caverns hires you because these undead come out on this ledge to take care of their private business, right? And it gets all over the village. And that one's called White Privilege. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's terrible. That's okay. Now you know why that one's never seen in print. Okay. Yeah.
That's right.
This would be another one too. This is a print on demand copy of Search of Adventure, which I think this is probably about $50 when you buy it print on demand.
Pretty
So
thick book.
this will be added to the pile too. But check this out, and I think I might
Ooh.
give this do this, but look at what this
Wow.
is. So what I did was I got all the PDFs, printed them on this size,
Right?
bound them.
Yep.
Okay, each one's got,
Oh, nice.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are those stored in plastic?
They have
those
each. Well, look,
Is that just the cover or is that the whole book?
The whole book's in there, right?
Nice.
everything,
Yeah, you
everything
did that.
from mini magic all the way to deities and demigods.
And you did that.
And a separate section for all the inserts and stuff. But yeah, it's all this
Nice.
is all hard
Dude, that
plastic
is
and
super
then
cool.
papers inside. So because I have I got like 4 box sets. So I need to probably this is kind of cool to bring to a con though if you're running OD&D,
Yeah.
which I used to do. So I used to bring this and it has everything there. So I'll throw this in the pile too. So
Eldritch Wizardry is the only one of those I still have.
really?
Yeah.
Dreg and I were just talking about Eldritch Wizardry.
Do not let Jeff have the Ring of Thothamon.
Yeah.
Just don't look it up. You'll see why. Yeah. I bought that one when it first came out because, let's be honest, it had like almost Naked Girl on it. And I just couldn't.
Almost.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
14. I were 15, one of the two.
So you know a little trivia thing about Eldritch Wizardry. That is the first mention of a Greyhawk god in there.
Which
one?
I couldn't find my. I mean, I'm sorry, I couldn't find your.
Which
copy.
one?
Take a quick look.
Not specifically, but there's a magic item with his name in it. It's the first time it was actually ever mentioned.
Was it Cuthbert's mace?
Yep.
That's what I thought it was.
So we were kind of trying to dive in and wonder, like, okay, well, it must have been a thought of him because it wasn't ever. I think the other actual mention, Dragon, keep me honest here, was in the same year. They mentioned the Shrine of Cuthbert in the story that Gary did in Dragon 2, which was the gnomes. I have to remember what it was. Oh man, I went blank. Yeah, the Gnome's Cache. Cache. It was a short story it was a series of short stories that he did in Dragon 2, 4, 5. I think it was Dragon number 2.
5,
4, 5, 6, I think. Yeah. But anyways, so that was the first, I think. Yeah, 2 to 5. Yeah. I knew he would. We were just talking about this. Yeah. So because I'm doing some research on all the Greyhawk gods. I want to continue that series in Greyhawk Foundations and go through all the gods. But look at all the canon references of each one. But yeah, it's like, so that's the first time they really, because interesting. But yeah, he's not mentioned as a god, but the mace is.
Right.
But I stumped you with that ring. You don't remember ever having read about that ring?
What's that?
The Ring of Thoth-Amon, which is only found in Eldritch Wizardry. And are
you trying to say that your character wants that in?
No. It's only good for magic users. Jeff's character is going to want it because it grants.
You can always.
And what's it called?
Ring of Thoth-Amon, and it instantly grants 10 magic user levels of ability.
Oh yes, yeah. Did you ever play a lot of OD&D?
Sure.
Yeah. Do you know what O stands for in OD&D?
Old.
Oh.
Okay, so there. You thought it was for 0, but it isn't. It's for old. It's for gosh, that guy paid 9 cents a gallon.
No, it's for original.
Oh. I'm sorry. That's called chainmail.
Okay.
Chainmail armor.
Greg, bring us out.
I can't help you.
Oh,
Vote for Pedro. That's all I got left.
So much.
Okay, I'm gonna put that in there. Vote for Pedro. There we go.
Right.
There you go. Perfect.
You guys, this has been a lot of fun. What a crazy. Hey buddy.
It was a hangout. It was definitely a hangout.
Look at this guy. He just came out from being outside. Oh, he's gonna lose it. Hey, it's okay, bud. It's okay. Okay, come here. This guy just came. He's soaking wet.
He said he's never been on TV before.
Yeah.
Stage fright.
Chris O stands for old.
See, I'm not the only one who thinks so.
Yeah. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for being on. This was a lot of fun, and we'll see you guys soon. And those of you guys that I'll see you in North Texas, I'll see you in North Texas.
Thanks to everyone for hanging out.
Lugging, yes, had a good time.
All right, guys, have a great night.
Bye.